Yo, yo, yo. Ringo TV Reactions. Back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Raw. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. We're back again with another one. You already don't know what it is. Your boy MTR is being exposed because he promoted a liar, a fraud, a stalker of women, a man who is scamming people out of money, thousands of dollars. And it's all to promote this red pill BS. All for clicks and views. Now, for those who don't know, I pretty much exposed Aaron, aka Turtle Man, aka the plumber. I exposed him as a fraud before anybody on YouTube. Abba and Preach recently made a video. We're gonna deal with that at a later date. They recently made a video where they were saying that Aaron is a fraud, and pretty much everything that I already done said, they said. Just like I said that once I put the info out there, all of these other YouTubers, because they have larger platforms and so forth, get way more views, make all the money, eventually they're going to catch on to what I've already said and then release the same things that I've already talked about. Now, that's not a shot at Abba and Preach. I appreciate the fact that they are seeing what's going on, because unlike MTR, Abba and Preach is preaching the truth because they could see the BS. But MTR was busy promoting this guy as if though he's a victim, as if though women are taking advantage of him, when really the man is a stalker. And he admitted it too. That's right. Everything his ex-girlfriend said is 100% truth. So, because of this, MTR is trying to do damage control. Right after Abba and Preach released their video, he went live to try to do damage control because he's looking bad out here in these streets. This is what happens when you guys are thirsty for views. And there's nothing wrong with views. That's how you make money. But the thing is, MTR is not really a genuine dude when it comes to doing real reactions. He's fake. Just like most people on YouTube. They really don't care about the truth, and they really don't care about the lie. All they care about is the views. As long as I can make my money, I could care less who I destroy, what lives I affect. I don't really care. We've seen him take L's before. We've seen when he was with Just Pearly, he was taking L's. He tried to clean up the mess, try to make it seem like, well, you know, no, you taking more L's now. You had this man up on your platform as if though he's a victim, when really he's the one who's causing all the problems. Black women ain't get him fired. He got fired because he's lazy. He got fired because he wasn't doing his job. He got fired because he probably was stealing from the company. Allegedly. Most likely using company vehicles, company resources in order to do things for other people. And he got fired. This man is seen in videos throwing money in the air. All the money that you guys send for the donations. That's right. That's what MTR promoted. You know what's interesting about YouTube is that I'm 100% sure MTR seen my videos. I can guarantee you, these YouTube streets is not where people don't see you. They see you. They just act like they don't. I'm 100% certain MTR seen all the videos of me talking about Turtle Man. I'm telling you. He's seen those videos, but he never said, hey, let me react to that. It's when Abba and Preach make a video repeating the very things that I already talked about. Remember, I'm the one who told everybody that the receipt his girlfriend showed is a company business credit account with Home Depot. I was the first to say that. Nobody in these YouTube streets uttered those words but me. Now everybody's saying it. I'm the one who told you guys he was scamming. Now Abba and Preach is saying the same thing. But what's interesting about this is not that Abba and Preach is saying the same thing I already said. I appreciate the fact that they're getting the message out there. The thing that disappoints me is these YouTubers, they see me, but they don't acknowledge it. They don't acknowledge the things that I've already done said. They go to their platforms and they begin to repeat the things that I say, and they don't make their audience know that the research they got from my channel. Because once again, they want to control the viewership. They want all the viewers to come to you. They don't know how to share the love. They don't know how to say, salute to Ringo TV Reactions. I saw his video where he called out Turtle Man, basically exposed him as a fraud, and I want to share my take on it. They don't do stuff like that. In these YouTube streets, when it comes to me, all of these content creators, the big content creators to the smaller content creators, they never acknowledge Ringo TV because this is the source where they get all their info from. These are just the facts, guys. So MTR quickly got on YouTube to go live once Abba and Preach shared the same exact info I already shared. Why? Why he ain't come out when I shared it? Before MTR did his interview with Turtle Man, I already made it very clear that the receipt the girlfriend showed is a business credit account that Aaron was using to purchase supplies for his job. I said that. And then during the interview with MTR, Turtle Man confirmed what I already said. Now, the bad thing about this is Turtle Man is a fraud, a woman stalker, probably have abused women. And the reason why I know this is so is because during MTR's interview with Turtle Man, for some reason, Turtle Man admitted on camera. He admitted on camera to stalking and setting up secret recorders to tap and eavesdrop on his girlfriend. Now, what kind of sick individual? What kind of loser? What kind of simp? What kind of insecure creep, weirdo would set up a recorder in his woman's car just so he could keep tabs on it? I told you guys 1,000 times, y'all worrying about what y'all woman is doing. Y'all woman could be giving some dude head here and there. Y'all would never know. Because when women do their dirt, you never know. All you could do as a man is just live your life and stop worrying about what a woman is doing. But this dude who claimed he can pull 100K out the bank, was so insecure, such a loser, that he admitted on MTR's interview that he did in fact stalk his girlfriend. Now, right when he admitted that, MTR was supposed to say, yo, fam, interview is over. Nice knowing you, bro, but you messing up my brand. You messing up my brand right now. I cannot stay. I cannot continue this interview. So you mean to tell me you just admitted it? So that means everything your ex is saying is true. That means what she said is the truth. A lot of y'all was like, yo, the ex is lying. She clout chasing. She this. No, she not, bro. The ex is telling the truth. And those of you on the Ringo TV Raw channel, make sure you are also on the reactions channel, because when I show the footage of what we're going to be talking about, you can't see it on the vertical live. You only can see it on the horizontal, the landscape video on the Ringo TV reactions channel. So make sure you're over there. We're streaming on 2 channels at the same time, right? So salute to everybody on all the channels. Make sure you click that like button 1 time. When you come here to Ringo TV Reactions, Ringo TV Raw, we provide you the best commentary on YouTube. Nobody does a better job. Nobody. So we're going to begin this thing. We're going to bring out the receipts. We're going to break everything down. I got a lot of work to do. I got to cover the Abba and Preach videos. I got to do more reactions to the MTR interview. I got to react to the first interview he did with another YouTuber. I got to literally do a lot of work, but MTR pretty much is doing damage control right now because he embarrassed himself. And all of you folks that keep viewing these cats, y'all got to see them for who they really are. They're all frauds at the end of the day. This man literally is promoting a stalker as a victim, blaming black women for why the man was fired. I already told y'all, in the beginning, we thought he lost his job because of the show. What did I do? I did my research and I was fair and balanced. And I made it very clear. There's no way that these women could have got this man fired. In the beginning, we thought that the women did that, but I'm not dumb because I understand company policy. And I started realizing, wait a minute, this man's supposed to be a part of a union. They just can't fire a plumber over some social media stuff. Fam, they don't even care about social media. So I know that's a lie. This man probably was fired a long time ago. And he used that to clout chase. Like I said, the man is on his IG throwing up money up in the club, standing in front of cameras like he a celebrity. Shouldn't he be out there helping kids? Shouldn't he be out there doing humanitarian efforts? Where's all of that? Come on now. Where's all the videos of him helping out the kids? Dude is a fraud, bro. And throughout MTR's entire interview, he didn't give him no real man-to-man pushback. Nah, he was making him feel like he one of the brothers, like they cool. MTR always talking about he trying to help men to improve and be better men. He ain't tell this dude, yo, wait, so hold up, you ain't starting that business? So hold up, did you go out there and get work? Like, what are you doing right now as a man? Like, you got a whole GoFundMe going. You the same brother that said you could pull 100K out the bank. Like, don't you think something kind of fishy about that? He ain't get this man no pushback. You know why? Because birds of a feather flock together, fam. All of these guys are frauds. All of these guys are only interested in getting them clicks and them views. And MTR used Aaron, aka Turtle Man, just to get a quick interview to make a buck. That's all it is. It's just business. He really don't care about the brother. He really don't care that the brother embarrassing himself all over social media. He don't care about that. He don't care about none of you brothers. Because no man in his right mind gonna have a clown on his podcast interviewing a simp that is out here stalking women, harassing women. His girlfriend was right the whole time, y'all. Y'all owe her apology. His girlfriend was right the whole time. The man was stalking her. Listen, guys, any man that is putting recorders in his woman's car to catch her on tape, bro, you're insecure, you got problems. You need to just leave that woman alone. If you got to go through all of that, you're just a clown. You're a joke, bro. As a man, you're just a shame. This man literally admitted to stalking his woman, and MTR didn't close out the show. Once I would have heard this man admit that he did in fact do this, I'd have been like, yo, bro, are you serious? I would have got pissed. Because first of all, if you're on my platform, you representing me. I'm giving you a platform here. And you mean to tell me your ex was telling the truth? The only reason why I brought you here is so that you could clear the air to clean and clear your name. But you admitting that you really was a stalker? Show would have been ended already. And I would have literally came back with a follow-up video to apologize to my audience. Like, look, fam, I brought dude up to clear his name. I really did believe him. But when he admitted that he was in fact stalking his woman, that's when I had to draw the line and just cut it short and just kind of just keep it moving. You know what I mean? I don't want to be affiliated with these people and that affect my brand. So, hey, you know what I mean? That's what he was supposed to do, like a man. But see, it took Abba and Preach to do their video so MTR can try to backpedal and act like, well, I was giving him pushback. You know, I was trying to hold him accountable. You know, he was taking accountability. No, you were using that, brother, to get a quick buck through these YouTube streets. Because I've been exposed them. I've been called them out regarding the ex-girlfriend. I put all the material out there already before all of y'all. But it takes Abba and Preach to do a video for tutorials to respond. That just goes to show how it is in these streets. Because Abba and Preach is at 2 million subs, that moved MTR to go make a response. You know? Please don't ask stupid questions like, who is Abba and Preach? How about doing a damn search? It's a real dumb question. Who is Abba and Preach? Like, type it in YouTube and you'll find out. Like, I'm serious, man. Some people be doing stupid stuff like what I supposed to do, explain who a person is? It's just like somebody, who is Ringo TV? Let me just put it in the search engine and find it. Let's get to the video, man. Let's get to the video, find out what's going on here, man. Because a lot of people is slow, and I don't got no time for all the slow stuff going on, fam. Real talk, man. So, again, MTR is a loser. You know what I mean? He's a part of the fraud train. He promoted this dude, and now he's trying to do damage control. We're going to get to the Abba and Preach video later on. We're going to go also and do a reaction to MTR's response, where he was trying to make his audience like him after he was pretty much misleading his audience with lies. I mean, how you gonna promote a liar? How you gonna promote a man who's a simp? And you always trying to talk against men who simp for women. Aaron is the biggest loser. The biggest loser, fam. To think that I thought this brother was legit in the beginning makes me feel bad. To think that I thought this dude, because he stood up to the women, that he was official. This dude is a fraud. A complete loser. This man was in love with his ex while trying to degrade her, calling her a 304 this, a single mama, this and that. Bro, you were in love. You even showed receipts talking about you're gonna always love her. Bro, you are a joke. And to think MTR promoted all of that on his platform, all of that simp behavior, all of the insecurity of a loser that kept talking about he could pull 100K out the bank, got us as black men looking crazy out here. Got these women laughing at us. Man, I tell you, man. Absolutely sad, man. This is a sad situation, bro. Sad, sad, sad situation. And then MTR was trying to clout chase because Abba and Preach mentioned his name. They said something about tutorials or something. And he got excited. He got real excited. He was like, oh, I would love to have a conversation with Abba and Preach. I would really love to have a conversation. The only reason why you want to have a conversation is because you want to clout chase off their name. You want their audience to tap in hopes to get some new subscribers so you could hit that 1 million. I got all you guys figured out, man. I mean, it's all for a clout chase at the end of the day. You know, it's not about the truth. It never was about the truth. It's about the bag and that clout. That's all it is, man. So, hey, let's get to the tapes. Let's find out what's going on here, fam. Check it out.
That you put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there.
No.
Okay, blatantly.
You heard what he said? Listen.
She's just making that up out of thin air.
Listen.
That you put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there.
No.
Okay, blatantly. She's just making that up out of thin air.
Yes. She's making that up. Okay.
Did you hear what he just said? He said she's making it up. Again, if you're on the Ringo TV Raw channel, in order to see the footage, you got to come on over to the Reactions channel, the Ringo TV Reactions channel. You know what I mean? Or you could just play both videos at the same time if you have, you know, dual computer systems or whatever the case is. Let's listen to the tape again. Now watch. Again, MTR is interviewing this man. He lied to his face, then later on admitted the truth. Once he would have did that, interview is over. Because at that point, you embarrassing me as a host because you lied to my face. So he lied right to MTR's face and then later on admitted it. And MTR continued on with the show to get the numbers and the views. That's what you call a loser. That's a loser for you, fam. A real man supposed to just throw the towel at him and be like, yo, bro, there's nothing more for me to say. You just lied to my face, bro. I brought you on my platform. I'm helping you to get donations. I'm making you get clout. And you just lied to my face and then admitted to doing the very thing your ex said? Bro, interview is over. And I would have kicked them off the show. And then I would have had to address it to my viewers and make them know my bad. You know what I'm saying? And at least my viewers would have respected me because they would have been like, oh, snap. Ringo kicked them off the panel. Ringo did what, okay, all right, respect. But nah, he ain't do that. He kept him on and rocked out and was laughing with the brother and trying to make it seem like, well, you know, it is what it is. No, it's not what, no. The dude is a liar and a scammer and a fraud, and you supported him. You supported his actions. It's bottom line. Let's get back to the tapes.
That you put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there.
No.
Okay, blatantly. She's just making that up out of thin air.
Yes. She's making that up. Okay.
Flash on me. I want everybody flash on me right now, or you ain't gonna ask me no questions after I get up out of here. Turn your flash up on me. Hey, put your phones down. Everybody better post me on their Instagram. Hey, you just did me a favor by tapping me in, man, with the one and only. Very motherfucking handsome. I'm out here at Club 1111 in Scottsdale. Man, I had this bitch jumping harder than Rick Ross, man. They kicked the nigga out, man. Do not come to no motherfucking Club 1111. Man, if you been to Club 1111 in Scottsdale, Arizona, you hella boozy. I had this bitch jump.
They kicked them out of a club, fam. Dude was in a club trying to turn up. They kicked him out the club. He got on camera in front of a bunch of people talking about don't go to the club because they kicked me out. So that he don't want nobody to be patrons at the club because they kicked his tail out the club. Let that make sense.
Harder than Rick Ross. Nigga bodyguard trying to get physical. whipping it. This is whipping it.
You see where your donations are going? You see where your donations are going, right? That's where your donations are going, fam. All you clowns sending all your money to his GoFundMe. Look what he doing, fam. Check it out.
Turn up.
Okay. At 5 p.m. Eastern, I am going live with the Pop the Balloon guy, and I want you there. All right, there's a link to it right down up here. Click that link.
What you talking about, Will?
Do you see how he's throwing up the donation money? Come on now. That's what's going on, people. This is the guy that you love and supported. A man that is not standing on business. He's not helping the kids. He's not out there finding a job. But you promoting him, and he in the club turning up. Wow.
It's real. As a masculine leader and a protector, if I see that my lady is somewhere else that she's not supposed to be, I've never done the location share thing before, but if I would, and I see she's somewhere else, is she getting kidnapped? You know,
Man.
is where my mind will go as well.
Yeah.
It could be a possibility. Let's go.
He starts doing pop-ups at my job, and it got so bad because he would show up in his work truck while he's supposed to be at work at my job that my supervisor had to keep watching me. We had to basically everybody had to walk me to my car after work to make sure that I made it. And the girls would text me, hey, did you make it? Again, it's a clinic full of girls. So that was a red flag number 2. And then one time I walked outside to the cafeteria and he calls me and he's like, how did I know you were outside? So that in my head was like, circles are already turning. I go to my car to see if he put a tracker because he is capable of doing some shit like that.
Okay. Before she gets into the tracker, so were you also popping up at her job randomly?
Hell no. Why didn't anybody call the police? Early on, you're telling me early on in a relationship, I'm doing all of this? Come on now. And nobody called the police. These girls are having to walk you to your car every day. You're that fearful. You're that frightened. Why did you stop advocating against me then? You know, why did you stop pursuing justice if that was the case? Why? There's no police report, and if there is a police report, for those that don't know, you can file a police report without somebody knowing. You can do that online. You know, no crimes have been presented against me. I have not been taken to jail. I've in fact met up with the police in regards to this matter.
It's funny how there's never a police report for these wild TikTok accusations. Isn't it funny how that?
Do you see how MTR is taking up for him? Do you see how he's defending him? Are you seeing that? He's defending a man who's a fraud, a stalker of women, who may have the potential of harming women. MTR supports that. That's right. That's crazy. That's why I'm trying to do these videos, break these things down for y'all to see it in real time. Because right now, MTR trying to do damage control after a horrible, epic fail in an interview when he thought everything was going to go according to plan until the man admitted his guilt on camera. And it got a lot of MTR's viewers concerned, like, bro, the man just admitted it. That mean that the girlfriend is not capping. She telling the truth. So what other things did he do that we thought the girlfriend was lying about? She was not lying, fam. Doesn't matter. I know a lot of y'all probably thought the girlfriend was lying, clout chasing, because a lot of times people do that. But that's not the case. In this matter here, Turtle Man admitted to stalking his ex, bro. To the point where MTR was looking stupid on camera, like dumbfounded. Like, did you really just admit that on my show? Do you realize how that's making me look? Like I told you, I would have never had Turtle Man on my show, ever. Because once I got all the red flags, I already knew he was a fraud. And I'm not going to have a fraud on my platform giving him, exposure to make him look like he's a good saint when he's a sinner and he's out here doing all sorts of evil. Promoting lies about doing humanitarian efforts with children. That's a damn lie. That man in the club turning up, he ain't out there helping the kids. That man don't care about the kids. He care about the clout. That man never helped nobody that's elderly. He ain't never helped nobody that's in need. He ain't do no community work. He ain't do no free plumbing work. It's all a scam. And I called it out before anybody in these YouTube streets. And none of them, till this day, gave me my credit. None of them gave me my flowers and said, bro, yo, Ringo did call all of this stuff out before anybody. Why? Because everybody just want to shine and they don't want the next man to get anything. They don't want him to have anybody to see where you getting all your info from. All of these YouTubers, man, it's just a sad situation. That's why it takes viewers like you who watch my platform that when you go to these other YouTuber places, you show my name and you tell the people, yo, they getting all this info from Ringo, y'all. Ringo is the one who said this and that. Just because people got bigger platforms does not mean they're the source. Doesn't mean they're the source, fam. A lot of these platforms get their info from other content creators. And because they have a larger following, they go out there and they speak the same thing and it makes them look like they're doing a great job when all they did is come on over here to hear the news from me. Because I've been said this days before all of these guys. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
How that happens?
It's crazy. And then the whole world just takes it and runs with it because it sounds good. But you did me a favor. Thank you. 1 million more people got to see my face because of you.
Yeah. So again, you were not popping up at her job unannounced.
No, I came to her job one time while I was on. No, I had finished the job and I had to pass the hospital and I told her to come outside. Now, plumbers. If you see my face right now, man, I hate I have to even do this to myself. But I went to work. I caught her in a car with another man in the parking lot. That's why she's saying, oh, he's great. No, because I caught your ass.
Listen to this clown. This clown, rather than him being at work, focusing on business, he's at her job stalking, bro. How do you have time to find your ex in a car with another man? That's not the first time you went there. You've been at her job every single day. You're a weirdo, bro. And MTR interviewed a weirdo. He interviewed a man that plant a tracker on a woman, bro.
And then I went to work devastated.
Why would you go to work devastated? You don't got no options? You don't got no other woman? You don't got nothing productive to do? You at work devastated? You know why? Because you was in love. That man showed receipts where he was telling this woman that he will always love her. Such a simp. Why would you love a woman you call a 304? That man was disrespecting that woman and yet showed receipts of him talking about how much he loved her and how he fell in love in 1 month. He was in love. I'm telling you, this is embarrassing, man.
Devastated. Went back to work. Everybody I was working with seen that shit. Everybody.
How could everybody at your job see? How could everybody at your job see your woman cheating on you? That's because you were recording everything. You were recording everything, fam. Are y'all picking up on what he just said? He said everybody at his job was seeing what was going on. How? If you were at your girl's job, because you had a secret camera, secret audio in her vehicle capturing everything that was going down. You are a weirdo, bro. You crazy. You know what I mean? And if that woman was such a bad woman, it says a lot about you as a man because you pretty much attracted that woman. So that's on you. You got to hold that L.
This woman is painting this false narrative. Bro, y'all know firsthand when I came to work how sick I was. Man, somebody say something, for real. And if you don't believe me, I don't care. But she clout chasing, for real.
And you have receipts to show that she cheated.
Oh, yeah. I sent you the receipts.
Yeah, we going to go through them. Let's keep going in the video.
I couldn't find anything. And then he pops up at my job like, don't break up with me. Don't do this. Like, I'll change. I thought I was going to catch you doing something. And I was like, how did you know I was outside, right? He said, I put my extra phone tracking you in your car and I left it on record because I was expecting to record you doing something, as in cheating on me or like messing around in your car. And I was like, I was done. After that,
I have never heard of a smartphone in the car, like press the record button and just threw it back in there. You know, those things are going to overheat.
No.
Okay, blatantly, she's just making that up out of thin air.
Yes. She's making that up. Okay.
Come on. Let's talk about it.
I'm trying to see how I can answer this. All right. I did. I had a phone.
Wow. Man,
I don't know how to answer this, honestly. I don't know how to answer this. But no, I didn't put no smartphone. I did have another iPhone that was in her car. I have two phones, okay?
Aaron.
No, listen. Let me break it down to you. I had two phones. One phone I do plumbing with, right? The other phone is my personal phone. I did leave the phone. I'm trying to answer this without sounding like a creep. So I'm trying to choose my words carefully, you know, because they're gonna crucify me. So don't think nothing. But I had another phone, okay? I did plumbing services with this phone. The location was on this phone. Now, I'm in and out of her car all the time. I did know that the location was on the phone. Yeah, I always got location on both of my phones. But that's how I was finding out she was driving around too, yeah.
So she's not lying. There was a phone in the car that tracked where she was.
The phone, that's why I was having a hard time answering this. She's trying to make it seem like I just got up, threw the phone. No, I had my tracker on. I had my GPS on there. And I remember we had an argument about me leaving the phone in there, yes. Okay. With the GPS tracker on there. She said, yeah. I lied. Okay, yes. Okay, I lied. I lied to her. I told her I did an airdrop and left the phone in there, but I didn't. I don't even know how to do an airdrop.
He just admitted to lying to the ex about what he was doing. He just admitted to having the tracker in the car on the phone, and MTR continued on with the show as business as usual. He didn't end the stream. He didn't say, bro, it's time for you to go. I got to pack you up. You're looking crazy out here. You're making me look like a weirdo. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Appreciate you. But right now, you're looking bad, fam. I don't want that on my brand. Let's go.
Honestly, yes. The phone location, my location was on. I know she was cheating on me and stuff, so I did. If it sounds crazy, then fuck it, man. Whatever.
Are y'all seeing this? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just a bad guy. But this man just said, hey, if I did it, I did it. You know what I mean? F it. And look at MTR face, fam. Check it out. See, at that moment, he already messed up. He thought the interview was going to be perfect. Everything is good. Now, of course, he's going to get paid from it. But damn, the money that you make from the video, man, it can't be compared to reputations being destroyed. Like, seriously, man, when it comes to credibility, when it comes to having credibility as a content creator, man, that's something that is more valuable than money. It's when your word is bond and people respect you because of the things you do. But when you have clowns like this on your show and you promote them as a victim, and the man lied in your face in the beginning, we heard the tape. He said he wasn't doing something. He lied to MTR. Then he later on turned back and admitted it. You know what I mean? He admitted guilt. And now look, let's go.
And I appreciate you telling. Yeah. I appreciate you telling the truth.
I was in love, man. It sound like a simp, whatever, man. Fuck it.
Sound like a simp? Love? Bro, you're a weirdo. That's not love, bro. If you love a woman, you don't have trackers in her car. You're a weirdo at the end of the day. That's not love, man. You a crazy person, man. You're liable to delete a woman, man. Guys, man, if you out here putting trackers in a woman's car to keep tabs on her to know if she's cheating on you, you're the type of guy that will do violent things to a woman. That's not love. You're a weirdo. Something wrong with you, bro. Picture a woman doing that to you. Picture a woman having a tracker on you. Are you going to tell me that's love? That's not love. She's crazy, bro. And if you don't get rid of her, you're going to have a problem, man. She might delete you in your sleep. You know, that's nothing to play with. You know? Let's get back to the tape.
I was in love. That's what happened.
Sad, man. Shout out to Lost Revolutionary. He gifted somebody a membership. Right? Let's get back to the tapes.
Hey, listen, bro, listen. It's I think it's wild to me that you were tracking who you describe as a 304.
You're looking dumb right now, MTR. Like, you're talking about it looks wild. You're talking about it looks wild, bro. You interviewing him. I would have never had that clown on my show. You've been taking L's for a long time. Haven't you learned your lesson, bro? Why didn't you just end the stream right there? Once he would have did that, first of all, he disrespected you to your face because he lied. But you don't care about the disrespect. You just want those views. I understand you want to make money. Everybody want to make money. But right is right and wrong is wrong. If you're a man of your word, if you're about real talk, holding men accountable, right? You were supposed to call him out on his BS and stand firm like a man and kick him off the show for the disrespect, for lying to your face, and then admitting guilt. Because once he admit that the girlfriend, in fact, was telling the truth, that means everything she said is the truth. That means she's not clout chasing. She was really sharing her truth about her experience with a weirdo, trying to warn women not to get with him. And that's probably why Esther didn't want to give him the time of day, because she probably, for all we know, peeped the game and was like, this dude is a weirdo. He probably was pulling all that controlling stuff with her early. And she got freaked out and said, you know what? I'm going to get out of this situation before it get bad. And she made the right decision, you know? And then what happened was he quickly tried to paint it as if though she's a problem, you know? And I don't know if the stream is glitching. I don't know. But what I was just saying, just in case it didn't go through, is that I believe that Esther, the woman that he was on the date with, or the woman that he was supposed to be on a date with after the show, picked up on the weirdo energy and decided to cut it short early before things got out of hand. I think that's what happened. You know? So let me continue back with the tape. Let's go.
Because on one side of the coin, you're saying she wasn't shit. She was unqualified. And she's got all of this receipts and data to show that, like, personally, bro, I wouldn't touch her with a 20-foot pole. I wouldn't fuck her with your dick, is for me personally. But you began to track. She must have had the Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct insides that just completely switch, unless you have a history of falling hard. Would you say that you fall hard?
I do.
Wow. If that's not simp behavior, then I don't know. The man just said that he have a history of falling hard for women. So it's not that these women are bad. This guy is a loser. That's the problem. He just admitted to putting trackers in the car. He admitted to falling in love with women very quick. And he's smiling and having a great old time. And this is what MTR promotes. This is what he promotes. The show should have been over at that point. He should have just pulled the plug and be like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste anybody more time because this is not looking good. It's not making me look good. It's not helping. I brought him on in order for him to share his truth, to clear his name. That's why he brought him on the show. He brought him on so that he could clear his name due to all the allegations women were putting out about him. And now it comes out that all the allegations are true. All the allegations are true. Because once he admit to putting trackers on his ex's car, that's it. I don't need to hear nothing else. The man is a weirdo at that point. Let's go.
I do. That's my problem every time. Like
every time he get with a new woman, he's in love.
And that's why now, like, especially with all of this, I'm cool. Like, I'm not even trying to fornicate right now. I'm trying to stay focused because women have destroyed kingdoms. And I'm well aware of that. You know, a woman has always been my downfall.
Wow. A woman has always been his downfall. Man. MTR, bruh. This man is a loser. You had him on entertaining your audience with a loser who literally is blaming women for all his problems, yet he's the problem. The problem is not the women that destroy kingdoms. The problem is the men that keep trying to keep these women in their lives. That's the problem. You know? Think of all the things he's admitting. He's a simp. Turtle Man is a beta male simp.
Choosing the wrong one, at least, I can say.
Now you know why when he was on the podcast, the game show, he kept saying, I don't want a promiscuous woman. You know why? Because every woman he ever had was cheating on him. Every woman. He never been in a stable relationship. Every woman he got with never respected him. So he's a loser at best. Let's go.
Not a good judge of character. I always get lost in the idea of us having a family and ignore, you know, the bad deeds being done.
He's not good at judging character. Are y'all seeing what's going on here? This is the same guy who said he could pull 100,000 out the bank. But he's not a good judge of character when it comes to women. So you already know if Aaron started a YouTube channel talking about he gonna be a content creator, you already know not to listen to him. Because he's not a man of good character. He don't know how to judge women to see whether or not they're good or whatever the case is. He's a simp, right? He's a woman stalker. He got anger issues. He's just a problem. So if this man started a channel talking about, well, you know, I want to be a content creator, and, you know, I mean, what man in his right mind is going to take advice from a loser? And YouTube is full of guys like this, guys. YouTube is full of men like Aaron, a.k.a. Turtle Man, right? A.k.a. the plumber that got fired. It's full of guys like him who start YouTube channels as if though they're giving you advice, dating advice, advice on how to get women. And these guys are ultimate losers. Beta male simps, weirdos, like they put trackers on women's cars. I mean, come on now. He was disrespecting his ex, calling her a 304, a harlot, all sorts of crazy names, a baby mama, but yet he was with her and he was in love too. How could you disrespect your ex when you claim you were in love with her? She must have had some good cooch, bro. She must have been given some good head. Because if you in love, it's either one or two. She have some good cooch, her head game is on point, or you're the type of guy that never have women. So the first woman that come along, you're whipped already because you never had it, you know? It's like a lot of guys, they never been around women, so it's like the first woman that come around, they treat her like she's God's gift to the earth, you know? Anyway, let's get back to the tapes.
Okay. So just so that we're clear, it's not right to track people without them knowing. Just so me and you were clear.
Yeah.
Also,
oh man, they about to go crazy with that one.
Notice how MTR gave him a pass. Bro, you're not a man, bro. I can't respect that, fam. You already got caught. You got exposed by your own video, bro. Man disrespected you, lied to your face. And you're talking about, let us be clear that it's not really good to track people, and he's smiling in your face. He on your platform, bro. Not on mine. He on your platform. You look like a crazy lunatic right now. You were supposed to go off, but you didn't do that. You know why? Because you with all this red pill nonsense trying to uphold this banner for the brothers when you got a clown right here in a Ninja Turtle outfit making you look like a joke, bro. He's literally smiling. You think he take you serious right now? You think he's concerned with repenting and getting right? No, he's not.
Also, no man is perfect. We've all done a little bit of shit, right? Like we've all have.
Do you see how he's pandering now? Do you see how he's making excuses for him? Do you see how he's not standing firm like a man? See, when it comes to women issues, MTR will go off and talk about how these women are this, these women are that. You know what I'm saying? All this junk. He'll go in on the women. But when it comes to the men, he don't hold men to the fire. That's the difference in these YouTube streets that you have to look at when you watch videos. A lot of these content creators are anti-women only. And when it comes to men doing BS, they don't hold men accountable at all. They don't. See, on my platform, I'm fair and balanced. If I'm talking about the brothers, I hold them accountable. If I'm talking about women issues, I hold them accountable. I don't pander towards neither group. But what MTR is doing here is he's making light of a bad situation. That's what he's doing.
Shit. It's like I remember how I found out that my chick cheated on me. They had AOL back in the day. So I left on. So before like AOL became like super popular, they had like a chat logging application. So I can actually leave on the logger. This is called Dead Aim at the time. And then I could see the chat logs, and that's how I found out that this chick was cheating on me.
So basically, MTR is a beta male simp too. Do you see how he just admitted the same thing, y'all? Do you see how we just catching all of these guys? Are you seeing this in real time? From back in the day, MTR just admitted his guilt and his sins of leaving on the AOL or whatever the hell that is, the chat logs in order to catch his woman cheating, bro. So he basically was stalking his woman too. Are y'all seeing that? I mean, just look at this guy. You can't see that he a simp too? Listen, this dude is a straight up simp and loser too, fam. Not just Ninja Turtle, man. MTR is a loser too. I'm just being honest, fam. I'm just calling it what it is. The dude just admitted on camera that he did the same thing. Why? Because he's trying to justify what Aaron did, minimizing its effects. He know it's bad, but he's trying to say like, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory. Like, in other words, hey, I did something similar, you know, so before y'all judge him, you know what I mean? I know I'm y'all hero. Just know back in the day, I found out my girl was cheating by doing X, Y, and Z. That's simp behavior, bro. That's simp behavior. Let's rewind that back, fam. Let's rewind it back so we can hear all of that mess. Let's go.
Well, back in the day. So I left on. So before like AOL became like super popular, they had like a chat logging application so I can actually leave on the logger. This is called Dead Aim at the time. And then I could see the chat logs, and that's how I found out that this chick was cheating on me. It's a little bit different than actually tracking a hoe. I don't even know if I would have that technology to track someone like that back in the day. But just so we're clear, okay, men should not be doing that. Men should not be behaving like that.
You should not do that. You know, I was really vulnerable at this time, and it's no excuse. But
there's no excuses. We got it. You got to take accountability.
It's no excuse.
You should not have done that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have did that.
Okay.
But honestly, I was head over heels, and I shouldn't have been. And
now MTR wanted you to believe that he was helping Aaron to be accountable for his actions. But on the contrary, that's not the case. That little interaction you seen there was called damage control. It's when something is not right and you got to try to paint it like well, we're holding him accountable. When really that's not the case. MTR's entire agenda during that show was to make Aaron look good in the public's eye, because women were pretty much throwing him under the bus due to the fact that the ex made a couple of TikTok videos about him. See, one thing you guys have to understand is once a woman take it to social media to talk about her ex and the ladies get a hold of the videos, it's over for you. They're going to go ham. So that's what happened. So being that MTR has a larger platform, he figured, hey, I'm not going to stand back and watch a brother, take all this backlash from women. So I'm going to use my platform, my power to bring him on, interview him in hopes to clear the air and set the record straight. And instead it backfired because the man admitted to stalking his ex. So once he said that, it destroyed the interview, made MTR look bad, made Turtle Man look worse, because now he admitted guilt. So that means everything that the ex talked about is true. That's crazy, man. He was supposed to get him up out of there quick. But no, he didn't do that. He tried to make it seem like, as a man, we're really not supposed to track women. I just got to make that clear. Why he's trying to make that clear? Because he know it's going to be clipped. People are going to use that and they're going to make content with him, and he's going to look bad.
Cause I'll keep it funky, bro. And this is without any disrespect. The chick who you pulled on that show is light years better looking, more attractive than this one.
The crazy thing about, I didn't have an abundance of beautiful women, but it's always been, hey, she just texted me right now too. I kid you not. She just texted me right now and said, "You sound so stupid."
Listen, if she wants to come up,
said,
we can have
caught, bitch. Yeah.
Now he just called the girl, his ex, a bitch on MTR's show, which means MTR promotes degrading women on his platform. Now, how you the host of the show, and this man admitted guilt, called his ex a female dog, and you just sat back and gave him no pushback by saying, bro, you ain't have to call her out of her name like that, fam. I understand. But see, the thing that's concerning me is, how is she able to text you if she's such a horrible person? Shouldn't she be blocked? How is she able to send you text messages? Sounds to me like you have her phone and her line open for her to communicate with you. If she's such a bad person, why she's allowed to text you? That don't even make no sense. This is not making sense, guys. MTR literally sat back while this guy, this loser, called his ex a bitch right on his platform, guys, in real time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my attorney contact you now too. Anyways.
Wow. Listen again.
Better looking, more attractive than this one.
The crazy thing about, I didn't have an abundance of beautiful women, but it's always been, hey, she just texted me right now too. I kid you not. She just texted me right now and said, "You sound so stupid."
Listen, if she wants to come up,
said,
we
you
can
got
have.
caught, bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna have my attorney contact you now too. Anyways,
Do you want her to come up to have a conversation?
Fam, you don't got no attorney. Stop it. You don't got no attorney, fam. You don't even got a job. You don't got no job. You don't got no 100K in the bank. You're a fraud. All that attorney talk is a joke. You know? You're disrespecting this woman when clearly you just admitted to tracking her down to find out if she's cheating. Listen, both of these guys are weirdos because MTR just admitted to you guys that he did that too. So it's the same thing. So that means MTR has a history of tracking women to find out if they cheating on you. Listen, guys, anytime you're worried about if a woman you're with is cheating on you, you're a loser. You're a loser. You're worrying too much about what this woman is doing. I told you guys 1,000 times. If a woman respects you, she's going to do right by you. If a woman is taking heavy meat from another man behind your back, she don't respect you. There's nothing you could do about that. If you're with a woman, she go to the 9 to 5, and she's taking heavy meat from one of her coworkers, it is what it is. It's nothing to get upset about. You know? You just got to just keep it moving. But you putting trackers on a woman, pulling up at her job, hiding behind cars, you're weird, man. You shouldn't be in a relationship with a woman if you got to do all of that. It don't make no sense. Let's get back to the tapes.
We certainly can.
Okay. At the real MTR is my IG. If you watching this, ma'am, if you want to call in, you want to have this conversation.
Now he want to clout chase off the ex now. Why would the ex want to come on your show, bro? Why? You clout chasing off of everybody. Now you want the ex to come on now? You didn't even believe her. You allowed this man to disrespect her. And he admitted to being a stalker, man. That's the worst kind of man. The worst kind of man is a man that stalks a woman, bro. Hiding behind cars like this. Where's she at? What are you doing? What are you doing under that car, bro? You supposed to be at work. You at your woman's job? Embarrassing her in front of her coworkers? It's crazy, man.
DM me right now, please. It's on Instagram at the real MTR. Nevertheless, all right, bro. So I feel like you were deep, my G. So we've addressed it. It took you a little second. You came real with it. Yes, it's something that did happen. We can move on from this. All right.
Do you see how he just said we can move on from this, making light of the issue? It's a serious charge of what he did, fam. At that moment, MTR was supposed to give him the ultimate pushback by saying, bro, if you admitted that you were stalking her, you did put a tracker on her car. That means everything your ex said about you is true. That means everything she said is true, bro. So you out here being a weirdo. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you a platform to defend yourself. You making me look crazy now. That's what really went down.
Accountability, and you say that it was a wrong thing to do, right?
Yes, it was.
All right. Fair, my bro.
He never said it was a wrong thing to do. You coerced him into saying that. Are y'all peeping the game? MTR coerced him into saying what he did was wrong. The man don't think he did something wrong because he said he was in love. So he felt that he's justified in tracking her car and tracking her whereabouts because he felt since I love her, I'm justified. So MTR is trying to make it seem like the brother took accountability. He never took accountability, and he will always be like this with women because he's a weirdo. I can guarantee you Esther saw something in this man I don't have the info, but I can pretty much see Esther probably walked off with him backstage, listened to how dude was talking and tweaking, and say, you know what? I don't want to be with this guy. This guy's a weirdo. You know what I mean? Something ain't right. He's controlling. You know, he bugging out. He's accusing me of getting with other men. I mean, think about this. Esther's not his wife. Esther is not officially his woman. She could be doing whatever she wants at this point. I told you already, brothers, if you walking down the street, let's say I'm walking down the street, I see a sister right here. I pull up, introduce myself, chop it up with her, get her number. She's not my woman, bro. Just because I like her, just because I want to put heavy meat inside of her, it doesn't mean she's my woman just because I got her number. Even if I'm texting her, even if I'm calling her, that doesn't make her my woman. Do you understand? She could probably have another dude on the side somewhere. I don't know. But I'm not going to assume because I got her number and I met her that she's automatically single. A woman could have a dude give you her number because she's in the process of ending that relationship. You understand? But he pretty much thought that she belonged to him right after the show, because that's how he is when he meet women. He get attached immediately and he fall in love right away. It's not even love. It's lust. It's not love. It's lust. Why? Because he's not accustomed to being around women. You could look at Ninja Turtle Man and you could tell he's not the kind of guy that be around women a lot. I can tell by just the few moments of videos that back in the day, this dude was ultra skinny, insecure, and he started to hit the gym because he didn't feel like a man. So he figured, I'm going to hit the gym, get them protein shakes, get my creatine, do what I got to do in order to get in shape. And hopefully I can now start to attract women. And even with the gym memberships, even with the muscles, he still can't attract women. Still struggling, man. You know why? Because he's a loser. And rather than MTR call it out for what it is, he's on this bro code thing, figuring, well, I can't really call him out the way I want to. No, you're supposed to call him out. Because as men, iron sharpens iron. I cannot just have somebody on my platform making me look bad as a host while I'm trying to defend them. Because there's no way you could tell me that MTR believed the girlfriend. No. He was 100% in agreement with Aaron. His agenda was to make Aaron look good on the show while making the girlfriend and all these other women look bad. That was his goal, and it backfired.
Appreciate you telling me the truth. I think it adds to your credibility. We're all human.
No. You hear that? You hear this simp behavior? You hear this nonsense? Oh, it adds to your credibility. We're all human. Did you see how he just did that? That's some old Christian thing to say. Like, in other words, we all fall short of the glory. No, that's not accountability. Because what about when he do it again? Then what? We're going to pander again? Make excuses for him? He made excuses for Aaron, y'all, for that sick behavior of stalking women with trackers, bro.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going.
I was completely done. I said, get your stuff, get out of my house, and come bring me my key. And he was like, no, I'm going to change, whatever. I went home. He was still there. He was like, let's try to work it out. I was like,
This man was living up inside of another woman's house. What a loser. Man claimed he could pull $100K out the bank, but he living with a woman. And disrespecting her too. Calling her a single mama, promiscuous cheater, all this other mess, but he's living under her roof. Let's see how he is while living under the roof. Let's see if he's the man of the house. Let's see if he's a provider. Let's see if he's the type of man that would take care of a woman. Because I'm sure you ladies want to know, is he the kind of man that's going to take care of a woman? And why did he get with her if she got kids and she's a single mother? Why did he get with her? Because he just wanted some cooch. Just like a lot of these brothers that will hook up with a single mom. It's not because they really like her. They just want to get some cooch. That's it. Let's go.
You know, he already lives with me. He moved here, like whatever. And it was going, I was going to do it so bad. And then he went to go get coffee for me or something from Starbucks. And he was like, something's wrong with your car. And I was like, what do you mean something's wrong with my car? He's like, yeah, it started to act weird. And I was like, okay, hold on right there. My car, I have a 2019 Dodge Challenger. It's been perfectly fine. I kept up with the oil. I don't understand. All of a sudden you're driving it and something's wrong with it. Go to part 3. All right. Well.
Okay. I think what she's about to say is that the vehicle was tampered with.
Part 3, and this is the last part that I'm going to post about Aaron, the buff guy from Pop the Balloon Game and Watch Who the Fuck You Date. So, he was like, yeah, your car's acting funny. I was like, no. At that point, I was like, already get out of my house. Like, I don't want you here. You ain't paid one bill. You put $20 a light one time. And maybe you spent like $30 on groceries because I was going to cook dinner. One time.
She's saying you didn't do any of the rent and you paid for like a half of a light bill. True or untrue?
I ain't gonna lie. I did not pay no rent while I was over there. I dipped on her. You know, she thought I was finna she tried to get me to buy her. I went through her phone, right? The plan was she thought we was finna get married and all of this. I ain't gonna lie. I played her game. I deceived her. I had her thinking that I was gonna buy her a $5,000 ring and I was gonna give her some money when I left.
Oh, y'all saying my mic was off? I don't even know when it was off. I just clicked it back on. Did I say something recently? I don't know if I did or not. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard their audio. Did you hear their audio with the tape? That's more important than what I had to say. So you heard their audio. Okay, so mine was off. Let me see. Okay, so that means I probably just turned it off. All right, it doesn't really matter. I just turned it off again by mistake.
I was like, already get out of my house. Like, I don't want you here. You ain't paid one bill. You put $20 a light one time. And maybe you spent like $30 on groceries because I was going to.
Okay, I put it there because I don't know if my mic was off at this point. I don't know if it was off around there. But basically, this man didn't contribute nothing to the house. He didn't pay nothing towards the rent. He was living in her house scot-free. He didn't have his own place. I'm trying to figure this out. If you a plumber making all this money, how you don't got your own place? How you a plumber making 6 figures, all this money, and you don't got your own crib, bruh? It's not adding up. It's not adding up, fam. He didn't contribute nothing to this woman's household, bro. No rent money, nothing. A loser. Check it out.
Okay.
Dinner one time.
She's saying you didn't do any of the rent and you paid for like a half of a light bill. True or untrue?
I ain't gonna lie. I did not pay no rent while I was over there. I dipped on her. You know, she thought I was finna
He just said he didn't pay no rent and he dipped on her. How could MTR? How could you sit there after a man lied to you, said he didn't do it, then turn around and said, yeah, I did put a tracker in her car. Yeah, I did have my phone in there. Yeah. I did. I just don't know what to say because people they're gonna come after me if I say it. So I gotta watch how I say it. Now, she just said he never contributed towards the bills. And the man just said, yeah, I didn't pay no rent and I dipped on her. He just said he dipped on this woman. And you interviewing him. He just said he dipped on her. So he's a Pookie. He's a Pookie and a Ray Ray. He's a bum. He dipped on a woman that is a single mom holding down the fort, taking care of responsibilities, and he left her with all the bills, y'all. Y'all can't see that? Y'all can't see that? And MTR is sitting there and not doing nothing. The man just said he dipped on a woman with kids and left her with all the bills, bro, after freeloading and staying by her house. And y'all taking this man serious and sending him donations to a GoFundMe. This is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And you're wondering why these women don't have no respect for us brothers. You're wondering why they go in on social media. You wonder why they call you sassy. You wonder why they say you dusty. This dude just admitted to dipping on a woman with kids after living in her house and didn't pay no bills. Man, this is crazy, bro. And shout out to everybody coming in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button. I see Sean the Navigator in the building. Shout out to everybody on the Ringo TV Raw channel. I see Jacqueline in the building. We have some other people there. Who we got? Ryan, I believe that is Ryan, John, Ben. A couple of people over there. Is that Shamar? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right. But got a couple of people on the Raw channel and a bunch of people on the Reaction channel. I can't name everybody now. You know. But this is bad, y'all. This is really, really bad. A mom who's single, got kids. He's living in her house, eating out her children's cereal. And he said he dipped, left her with the bills and the rent after making promises, making her think he was going to pay them. That's what he said, guys. Listen to the tape. Check it out. Let's rewind it back.
I was like, already get out of my house. Like, I don't want you here. You ain't paid one bill. You put $20 a light one time. And maybe you spent like $30 on groceries because I was going to cook dinner one time.
She's saying you didn't do any of the rent and you paid for like a half of a light bill. True or untrue?
I ain't gonna lie. I did not pay no rent while I was over there. I dipped on her. You know, she thought I was finna, she tried to get me to buy her. I went through her phone, right? The plan was she thought we was finna get married and all of this. I ain't gonna lie. I played her game. I deceived her. I had her thinking that I was gonna buy her a $5,000 ring and I was gonna give her some money when I left. And I shook, you know, I shook. I didn't owe you a thing, you know, and I left due to you being promiscuous and cheating. And
this man said that he dipped on her and he deceived her. And MTR is still streaming as if though it's nothing is good. He dipped on her, put phone trackers on her. He said he deceived her. This man is wicked, bro. Anybody that doubted the ex-girlfriend, you got to give her an apology, fam. Got to give her an apology now, guys. You got to give her an apology, man. She was right the whole time. Again, only on Ringo TV Reactions are you going to get this level of commentary and criticism where we break down the videos the right way. Not partial in judgment. We are fair and balanced. We don't sugarcoat nothing. I make sense of everything that I do. This man said he dipped on her. He didn't pay no bills. He made her believe that he was going to pay the bills and the rent. And he ghosted her and he deceived her. He lied to her. This man was the problem the whole time, not the woman. I know as men, we always get blamed by women. Women always try to blame us. But in this case, right is right and wrong is wrong. We got to call it what it is. This man deceived a woman, lied to a woman, abused a woman, mistreated her, tracked her, stalked her, lied, didn't pay no bills, lived under her roof while she struggled. And then he dipped and didn't pay not one bill. You gonna tell me that's the kind of man that will provide for a woman if he get her pregnant? Of course not. He gonna dip.
After, you know.
And ladies, for the record, don't let no man live in your house. Don't let no man live in your house. Do not make a ninja live in your house. If you're a woman at the sound of my voice, if you entertain a brother, he need to have his own spot where he can leave and go home. You don't let him live up in your house. Don't do it. Yeah, but Ringo, what if I want him to spend a night? You know what I mean? You don't let him live up in your house. You just met him. Ain't no need for him to be spending the night. You give him an inch, he gonna take a mile. If he got a place of his own, you tell him it's time to go. You know? It's time to go. It's getting late. You gotta go, bro. You got work in the morning, right? I don't want you up in here thinking it's gonna be sweet. You gotta go home. And you let him go. Don't let no man live up in your house talking about he moving in. And no, he's supposed to have his own place. How you a plumber, you making bread and you don't got your own place? Come on now. It's hard to believe that this man was a working man and he was living up by some woman. And believe it or not, there's a lot of guys that do this. There's a lot of guys, man, they just live up with a woman. A woman does everything for these men. Everything. These men are not men. The woman is carrying him. The woman carry all the weight. In today's day, most women carry the weight while the man is just living free. And MTR is smiling when this guy is a loser.
She had cheated and told me about the car. Bro, I offered you some money to, I offered her some money to get her car fixed. And then she started talking to me crazy and, you know, she started talking to me really crazy after this. So then I was like, okay, well, fuck you. I'm not helping you with shit. You know, that's on your own. But I felt for them kids. You know, I'm not about to destroy your only means of transportation and you only, you know, you can't see your kids. Man, come on now. I don't have time for that. I ain't do none of that bullshit she talking about right there. That's bullshit.
Okay, wait, just real quick, my G. So you were there probably around 6 months or so. So you didn't.
No, I was not there 6 months. Bro, I wasn't there for 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I was probably there a month, not even a month. I was out of there, gone.
So you were by her house living for free for a month and you ain't pay no bills, nothing? You ain't buy no food? This is sad, man. This is why these ladies be going in on brothers, man. This is why. And see, it's sad because it be these Pookies and Ray Rays that be doing the most, and they make the good brothers, the real men that are about their business, they make all of us look like we all the same. Like we just out here trying to live off some woman. No, you gotta have your own spot as a man. Your own spot. Not some woman sailing the ship and paying your way. No. This man is a joke, man. A big joke. He tried to minimize the situation by saying, oh, I was just there for 1 month. That's long enough. First of all, why you ain't have your own spot? Why you were there in the first place? You were trying to live off that woman. You knew she was a single mom with kids, so she already done got her own issues. And then you bring yourself there with nothing and didn't even pay no bills. And you trying to make yourself look like a man? Bro, you look weak as heck right now, man. This is sad.
Okay. Okay. So it was only a month worth of rent, maybe 6 weeks, maybe.
6 at the longest, maybe. But maybe.
Okay. All right. I wanted to establish that because if you were there for like 6 months, no rent, but you got $100K in the bank, and this is last year. You may not have had $100K back then last year, but if you had that in the bank.
Why? Why you mean maybe he didn't have the 100K in the bank last year? What are you talking about? See, you're making excuses for him again. First of all, we don't know how long he was a plumber. I don't think the man have anything in his bank. I think the man is 100% a fraud and a scammer. You understand? You trying to make it seem like, well, maybe he didn't have 100K back then. First of all, why was he there in the first place? How come as a man he didn't have his own spot? He could have had like a studio apartment. It doesn't matter where you live as a man. If all you can get right now is a studio apartment with just one room and a bathroom and that's it, and the kitchen is in that same room and that's all you got right now, then hey, it is what it is. How come he ain't have that? That's the least he could have had till he get on track. But this man was staying by a woman's house, eating her kid's cereal, sleeping on her chair, playing PlayStation, while fronting like he a boss, and then try to shame the woman and embarrass her and call her promiscuous when really he's a freeloader. What's worse?
It's like, single mother times 2, even though, no, she don't have the custody most of the time. It doesn't add up is what I was trying to get at. But you were there for a month and then you dip. You found out it was toxic early and then you moved on. All right. She says something else in there as well. So did you contribute anything to the bill? So nothing for the rent.
Yes, I did. I bought her kids stuff all the time. I gave her money for the electric bill, and I gave her.
If you got to think about what you gave her, you ain't gave her nothing, bro.
For the kids. I think that's it.
Okay.
Just electric bill and food.
And food for the kids.
Yeah, put gas in her car and shit.
Okay.
So you were simping the whole time. You trying to shame her for being a single mom, but yet you were taking care of another man's kids. And this is who you promoting, MTR? Man, this is just sad all around, man. This is just bad. Really, really bad, man.
Put gas in her car. Okay, let's keep going, bro.
But my mama always told me, do not allow a man to come into your home and pay any bills, because then he's going to feel like he has the right to either stay there.
So she didn't allow you to pay the bills. Is that true?
That's not true. She didn't even have no money for her own bills. She was in debt because she just got scammed. She was about to get kicked out. Now,
so she ain't have no money for her bills, but you were living under her roof and you're trying to shame her? That don't make sense.
I was going to pay the bills. I was planning on paying them and getting her caught up to everything. Honestly, I didn't even stay there long enough to get my first check. Before I got my first check, I was out of her place.
Wow, man. He said before he got his first check, y'all. So before he got his first check, he was out of there. So let's put this together. Before he got his first check as a plumber, put it together, y'all. Told you I'm the best in the game. Before he got his first check as a plumber, he said he was out of there. So this man was broke the whole time. He just became a plumber. This man was not no plumber long term. So he have no 6 figures in the bank. He have no 100K in the bank, y'all. Because if you look at the timeline of events, there's no possible way as a plumber that he saved up 100K in the bank. It's just not possible. Do you understand? He did not have no money in his bank because he just got his first paycheck and he said he was out. So how could he save up 100K? Let's go.
So maybe 3 weeks at the longest.
Okay, because it sounded like she was about to set up that her mama told her not to allow the man to pay rent, because then that means just that and a third. So you don't think that her mama told her that?
Her mom didn't tell her. her mom told her not to get scammed.
Okay.
Her mom did tell her that. Her mom told her the right thing. Because if, as a woman, if you let a man just come in and start paying your bills and he's living up in your house, he's going to feel as if though it's his place. So this is why as a woman, you can't be these kind of gold digger type women that be like, well, I'm going to get a man to pay my bills and all this other stuff. You go do that. That man going to feel like he have some sort of squatter's rights to be in your house now because he's paying the bills. Now he's going to be controlling. You're going to tell him to leave. He's not going to want to leave. It's going to get abusive. You're going to have domestic violence.
Yeah, because she just got scammed.
There, or like, oh, I paid the rent, I live here too. But in all reality, everything that I had gotten was mine, and I didn't allow him any part of that. So I was like, all right, get out, whatever. He leaves. He still tried to contact me. I was like, no, get out. I grabbed my car. I went to my mom's house because I didn't want him to try to come back and to try to convince me. And that's what brings to like my mind all the time. Like, you guys tell people in abusive relationships all the time, like, you need to leave, thinking that it's easy for these women to leave. And it's not. Like, yeah, they've gotten hurt or whatever, but these women are completely head over heels in love with these men. So it's not easy to leave. So I did what I thought was best. So I went to my mom's house right after him.
Would you describe your relationship with her as an abuse? Now, words matter. Would you describe that as an abusive relationship?
No.
Because abusive means physically abusive, correct?
Man, I never laid a hand.
No, abusive does not mean physically only. Are you slow, MTR? Are you slow? Do you realize what you're saying? You're saying words matter. You're not making any sense. Abuse comes in different ways. Physical, mental, emotional, financial. There's all different ways to abuse somebody. It's not just physical. You sound crazy.
On her, and that was something that she took pride on telling her. Her parents are from Mexico, so they perceive me as a threat immediately. The mother told me out her own mouth that she thought all black men beat their women. So
and you were different, is what she was trying to say. Okay.
I promise you, I was. You see the picture? If y'all seen the picture with me and the kids on TikTok, that was the night I went and met the family, and I got their approval.
Okay. All right. Not abusive. Maybe she meant emotionally abusive. How would you may have been emotionally abusive? Do you deny that as well?
Yeah, I deny that as well, because I catch you cheating on me. When we drop the receipts right now, please read them, and just before you place your opinion,
we're gonna go through those right after
read the receipts and tell me, do I look like I was whooping her ass?
Okay. Let's keep going.
And he's calling me like, dang, you're already at somebody else's house. You're already cheating on me. I was like, whatever. And on my way to my mom's, I start to feel that my car is starting to shake. I'm like, dang, like, what is it? I took it to 2 different mechanics that were like, it was the spark plugs, the ignition coils. I fixed that. And then I went to another mechanic because it started to shake again. And supposedly it was the same thing. They fixed that again. So I went to a 3rd mechanic, and he's like, I think they might have put sugar in your gas tank, but I would need to take out the gas tank to make sure. And I was like, no, I don't think he would be capable of doing something like that, whatever. So I couldn't find what was wrong with it. At this point, I had moved out already because I was so scared. My mom had let me borrow money because I needed to move out before my lease was up. So he didn't know where I lived. I moved apartments.
She said I needed to move out before my lease was up, so he didn't know where I lived. So she broke her lease to hide her location?
No, she never broke her lease. She is a damn liar. She was months behind rent. Her lease expired. Man, let me pull.
How you gonna say she was behind on her rent, but you were living there for free and didn't even want to pay the bills? Think about what you're saying. That just proves you're a loser. You know this woman is behind on her rent, and you just sat there as a man living in her house and didn't pay no bills while she struggled. And you wondering why these women always got something to say about us brothers. He literally just said that, y'all. He literally just said it. He knows she's behind on her rent and he did nothing to support, to keep her, you know, and you know, do what needs to be done. You're already living there. So you're responsible for something here, bro. You said you dipped on her while she's basically losing.
My phone now and start scrolling up. She was already in a...
Look, any woman that is listening to this right now, that particular guy, that's the kind of guy you avoid. That's the kind of guy you don't date. Because he won't be a provider if you have children. He will use you for home and shelter. He'll be abusive verbally, emotionally, physically, financially. He's going to abuse you in all areas of life and then make you feel bad. He's showing you who he is through these videos.
Process of moving. That's why I said she thought that I was going to pay her rent so she could get caught up and then she was going to move out and go on with her life. I got messages.
Notice what he just said. She thought that he was going to pay her rent and she's going to move up, do what she needed to do. So he was the one leading her on. He was making promises, y'all. He was most likely telling her, look, baby, I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get this bread. I'm going to get you up to speed with your rent. You know, you don't got to worry about nothing. I got you. I got you. And then he dipped, left her stuck with everything. That's why she said she was traumatized.
Man, come on. She capped. That's a lie.
So at this point, I went and got a new car. I went to the dealership and I got a new car. I changed my car. And when I asked him, hey, did you ever find out what was wrong with my Challenger? He said, yes, there was sugar in the gas tank. So this man.
All right. Essentially, she's trying to say that you put sugar in her gas tank. True or false?
False. So what am I going to benefit from doing that? And why? I was already gone.
You did it, bro. I believe you put sugar in her tank, bro. You know, not the other tank, but, you know, the car tank. I believe you did it. Because if you admitted to stalking her and putting the tracker on her car, you did everything she's accusing you of at this point.
Already got my place, already moved on. When you see the receipts, you're gonna see why she said it was me. And this girl, bro, she was so promiscuous when I was leaving her, right? Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm razor sharp, right? I'm razor sharp. I know I know the little games, okay? So
how you razor sharp and you're with a single mom with kids and you taking care of them? You saying she's promiscuous, but you're still in the relationship. Why haven't you moved on already? You're weird, man. If she's such a bad woman, leave and go away. Come on, this is getting crazy.
It was a guy that stayed downstairs from us, underneath us, that she was probably fucking him. You know, every time she would be going up the stairs, he would be always opening the door like he was trying to catch her, you know, coming up the stairs. And I peeped that, and I hadn't even came out the house. I was getting ready to take out the garbage one day.
This man is insecure, y'all. Very insecure. That's an insecure dude, man. This is sick.
And she chatting with the neighbor downstairs. He lived by himself, like on some bachelor shit.
So, like, what is she supposed to do? Not talk to nobody? Like, what kind of relationship you think you have with a woman where she can't talk to nobody? Like, she's supposed to just be like tunnel vision. Like, what is that? Some people are friendly and they talk to their neighbors. It is what it is. I told you already. If your woman is doing you dirty on the side, there's nothing you could do about it. As a man, there is nothing you can do. Once a woman go that route and she's out there fooling around, there is nothing you can do as a man, bro. Don't even worry about stuff like that, man. You wasting a lot of energy worrying about a woman cheating on you, bro. That's like weirdo stuff, just worrying about, I wonder if she's cheating on me. I don't care, bro. At the end of the day, there's nothing you could do about it. If a woman respect you, she's not doing none of that mess. If she's cheating and messing around with some other guy, she don't respect you. So move on.
So I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? Talking to the neighbors and shit. Oh, I was just talking to you. Oh, you're insecure. How am I insecure? What is you doing down there talking to this man?
You are insecure. She's just talking. She's just talking. She told you you're being insecure. And you're like, I'm not insecure. You are insecure, bro. How come tutorials ain't telling him about himself? Come on, y'all. I got to do all the work, man. I got to literally do these videos to do the work that MTR is afraid to do because he don't want to offend his male audience. Come on, man. This guy is a loser.
And I keep seeing him open his front door every time you go up the stairs. Like, I'm very observant. She can get away with
Bro, I could tell you weren't putting no heavy meat inside your ex, bro. You weren't putting no heavy meat. I told you guys this 1,000 times, fam. Listen, if you're putting heavy meat inside of a woman deep, right? Like you holding her from the back, you know what I'm saying? And like you going deep. You know? You got to give her the extra 2 inches. I told you 1,000 times. You got to spread her cheeks, bro. Got to spread them things apart like the Red Sea. You got to hold them things together, fam. Like part, and you got to go all the way. You got to make her respect you, bro. You got to hit the back parts of the wall, like in the back of the crevices. All the way back there. That's right. If you putting heavy meat inside of your woman deep, giving her the work of God, exploring her body, touching her the right way, kissing on her the right way, making her feel real good, bruh. She ain't thinking about no other ninja, man. Thinking about nobody else, man. She ain't thinking about nobody else, man. She is thinking about you. She can't wait for you and him, so you and her to pretty much link up. Because you doing your job. You ever wonder why certain guys that don't have no job, don't make no money, can have a fine woman with him and he living in her house scot-free? You know why? Because he putting heavy meat inside of her. He eating the box. He rubbing her feet. I'm just telling you the truth. You have a lot of career women out there that got great jobs, great careers, and they taking care of a Pookie. And the only reason why they with Pookie is because Pookie is laying the pipe. He don't have no money, but he laid a pipe. You got some women out there, they'll tell you the truth. They'll be like, look, if he don't got no money, he better know how to lay the pipe. You got women out there that will tolerate being with a man that's broke as long as he could lay the pipe. It saved her some money going to AliExpress to buy toys. You know? Just telling you the truth. Let's get back to the tapes.
Those little TikTok videos, you know, sneaking those little, I was finding out all her little games. And that was the problem right there.
All right, let's finish up on this video right here, and then we're going to get into the receipts.
That claims to be very godly and studies the Bible and, you know, practices this religion.
That man don't practice no Bible, man. He don't practice no Bible. He don't follow the Most High. That's a fact.
Put sugar in my gas tank, tracked my car, put a phone to record me in my car. And I would do things like say everything he needed to hear, like, yeah, I cheated on you. Like, because I was so scared of him being crazy. Like, this guy has...
That part didn't make sense to me. Why would you tell a man that you cheated on him because he's crazy? Because you don't want to tell a crazy guy that you cheated on him.
Do you see how MTR is trying to make it seem like she's a weirdo for saying what she said? But yet, Aaron admitted to stalking her, putting tracking devices in her car, living in her house, not paying rent, dipping on her, claiming that he loved her while insulting her as being promiscuous. Are you seeing that? How he's literally siding with Ninja Turtle Man.
Then a crazy guy is going to do what a crazy guy does.
Come on now.
So we're going to go through the receipts right now. So what she's trying to do is preemptively say that I just told him that, but it wasn't true. But it was true. That's essentially what's happening right here.
It's a record. You guys don't know that. You guys.
And we confirmed that you did not put any sugar in the tank, although you acknowledge the phone in the car tracking.
Yes, I did the phone thing. I was trying to word it. That one caught me off guard right there. Honestly, that one caught me off guard because I was like, man, how can I word this so I don't sound crazy? Because
it doesn't matter how you word. You sound crazy either way. If you tracking a woman and putting trackers in her phone, you're a weirdo.
I know they finna crucify me, but you know, it is what it is, man. You can't help who you love, you know?
Notice that he said you can't help who you love. So he's justifying his actions by saying love made me do that, right? No, that's not love. You're crazy.
I don't know if y'all didn't fell in love with a woman, 304 type woman like that before. Hey,
wow.
Man, it happened, okay? But
he just called his ex a 304 and said that he fell in love with her. This is what he's saying publicly, man.
It won't happen again. It won't happen again.
It better not happen again, my G. It's just for me, you talk about falling in love, but it was only a month, it sounded like 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's it.
You fall in love quick and hard, my G.
The reason why it's not love, that man was not in love. That man didn't get no cooch in probably 6 years. So the first woman he got with, and he put heavy meat inside of her from the back, it's like, man, that feeling, man, I just don't want to lose you, you know what I mean? You my world, you know what I'm saying, baby? Damn, yo, I ain't get no cooch in like 12 years. So that's why. You know what I mean? He didn't hit nothing in a while. So it's like first woman that came along, he was ready to get married. You know?
You the prize, what you said earlier is that you are the prize. The man is the prize. If so, then you don't. There's no obligation to you go that deep.
I know. Yeah, you're right. I know that now. That's why it's no tolerance. Okay. There's no tolerance whatsoever.
Okay, let's keep going.
Really need to be careful who you make famous on this app. I don't want to say anything else because I feel like I already opened up a big can of worms.
Okay, shut up.
Notice he said, okay, shut up, after she just said, be careful who you make famous on these apps. And that's what MTR is doing. MTR essentially made this man more famous through his platform. Through his platform, he gave Ninja Turtle Man the clout that is needed to go out there and think that he's a star.
Let's go to...
She said, how did it all start? What were the red flags? So again, it started on the person that the red flags was every second of the day. Instead of being at work when he's supposed to be at work, he's over here popping up at my job.
Okay,
he again
that's not,
put a recorder in my car.
Maybe once or twice.
All the 3 other parts.
No, once.
Him always saying how much money he had and how much money that he could pull out of the bank, like you seen in the pop the balloon game video that went viral. He'll say, I could withdraw 100K from the bank right now, but can you? Yeah, I had some debts here and there, but I always had money stashed because I was taught to never tell a man that you have money or like that you have a stash or whatever. So he would always be...
I was taught to never tell a man that I have a stash.
Like,
wow.
You're so broke.
Were her parents married?
Yeah, they were married.
Notice how MTR is saying was her parents married. Now, what is he really trying to do right here? He's trying to make it seem like she don't have the proper upbringing. In other words, he's looking for faults. He's trying to find faults in her. Similar to how when people like to say as black men, oh, we weren't raised with our father. Oh, if you are a black man and you were raised by a single mother, you're more emotional. That's what he's basically trying to do with her. Like, was her parents married? He's looking for something to find fault in her. Just because she said she was taught not to, I guess, tell a man that you have money or stash, he's making it seem like that's something wrong. When as men, we pretty much do the same thing. Like, let's just be honest. You have a lot of guys that would meet a woman and play broke, or they'll have different accounts with money and they don't expose all the intricate details about their life. So it's the same thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, she don't know him, you know. It's like, it's none of his business. If she had a stash beforehand, that's her personal business, you know, because he probably would try to spend her money because he's a pookie. Pookies love to take from women. They don't contribute anything. So if he find out that she has money, he might try to rob her, you know, or scam her out of the money. I've seen situations where women were in relationships with men and these men took advantage, took her money, took her credit card, her debit card, and ran up a bill and destroyed her life and her money and destroyed her credit too.
They've been, you know, they are from Durango, I believe. And they've been together their whole
she's
lives.
Mexican.
Yeah, she's Mexican, but she doesn't. She's a more Americanized Mexican.
She's a feminist Mexican, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like, you can't afford me, like just shit like that. When he'd get mad, he'd say the most, but then go and apologize and cry about it.
You see that? He would go to her and say, you can't afford me. You're this, I got 100K, I got that. So the same thing he said to the woman on the show, he was doing that with her. So he was verbally abusive. He was using his money, waving his money at her to abuse her, making promises of paying bills that he never did. He dipped on her. He admitted to deceiving her. He said this on camera. He said he deceived her on camera. He stalked her and put tracking devices in her car, video and audio, so he could catch her cheating with a man. Sick stuff. He was concerned about the neighbor downstairs because she was talking to a man every other day. She would go downstairs or whatever, and the man would be talking, and he accused her of cheating just because she was talking to the neighbor downstairs. This guy is a weirdo. And women don't like being with guys like that every minute they got to keep trying to explain themselves with every little thing. It's like, bro, you just got to like let it go. You know, like seriously, if you have a woman and she look good, trust and believe all the fellas in the neighborhood, they want to put heavy meat inside your woman. These are things that as men, you're supposed to just understand. If you have a sister that look fine, a woman, wife, whatever the case is, and she look good, right? When she walk outside, all of those guys that are in the neighborhood, in the community that say, hi, how you doing? Trust and believe, all of those guys would love to put heavy meat inside of your woman. I'm telling you, these are facts. Now, the truth of the matter is, as a man, you should know this already. All the guys want to bang your woman because she look good. But the truth is, if she respect you, right, she's not doing nothing behind your back. So there's nothing to be worried about. If she respect you, she's not going to be out there messing around. But just know the homies are going to want to smash your woman. They're men. Listen, that's the mentality of men, bro. If a woman look good, they're going to want to, do what they got to do. But it all goes back to that woman. You blaming the men as though these men are just wrong and, like nobody don't supposed to talk to your woman. She's not even your wife, bro. You're all invested. These ladies are not even your wife, bruh. You didn't even marry them. And you claiming them as yours, like she's your property. This is sick behavior.
But he actually does have a kid. He just
Okay, you got a child now?
Okay, now
listen to how he answered this question.
I'm gonna say this. For me to answer that question without destroying lives, I'm gonna say this. If I have a child out there, summon him.
Okay.
Summon him. Bring him here. Where's the mother? I haven't heard anything about anything in years. You know, if there's any kids out there that people are stating that are mine, you know, summon him and rectify that matter. Let's clear all the smoke that's out there. If there is a child out there that is mine, summon him, please. I'm a man that handles his responsibilities.
Okay.
You don't handle no responsibilities, bro. You said you dipped on a woman with kids and you didn't pay no bills. How was that handling your responsibilities? I believe you have a kid that's out there and you're not even taking care of your kid. Let it ever come out. Let there be a woman that come out and come forward and she got DNA tests and everything to prove that you have a child out there, fam. I'm gonna personally roast you even more, fam. Because I don't trust you, man. I know you a scammer and a fraud. And all these content creators on YouTube, they're not really calling you out the way I would, bro. First of all, you wouldn't even be interviewed by me. I'm not gonna even waste no airtime having a scumbag on the platform making me look bad, especially if I'm trying to promote awareness about your situation, thinking I'm helping you, and the whole time you scamming, doing these women dirty and being abusive. The women were right the whole time on social media. The whole time, all these ladies on social media going ham on this brother for his actions towards these women. The whole time, the sisters are right. They're right on this matter, man. You can't say they're wrong on this, man. Even though there's certain things, even though when he was on the Pop the Balloon show, the women were being disrespectful, I get it. But we can't say that dude didn't do nothing wrong, man. He did a lot of things that's wrong. He was operating under feminine energy during the show. He was trying to go toe to toe with women, which is something you're not supposed to do, right? Listen, women are going to be catty. Women are going to do things to provoke you to see how you respond. Those ladies that were on that show was giving him those SHIT tests over and over and over to see how he going to respond, to see if he's sassy, to see what kind of caliber man he is. And when they saw him trying to lead with his wallet, when they saw him, trying to talk about, well, I got 100K, I could take out the bank. And now you starting GoFundMe pages, trying to raise 15,000 when originally your goal was set to 1,000 after you made 9,000. And now your GoFundMe is being interviewed, or how should I say? I guess people reported your GoFundMe. So now they're trying to check to see whether or not you're doing the right thing with the money. Come on now. And if he have some sort of non-profit organization, where's the receipts of all that? Where's the receipts? Because if you raising money, that money cannot be used for your personal needs. It got to be used for whatever it is you're using it for in terms of children and humanitarian efforts, which mean you would have to be a 501c3. So there's a lot that goes into these things. People think they could just go and start GoFundMes and say, well, it's for humanitarian work. Okay, we're going to do an investigation on that and see if you really have that kind of work. Because if you don't, it's a scam. And that's what's going to happen. They're not going to give you the money. They're going to return all of that money back to the people. GoFundMe is not dumb.
I would love to be a father more than anything on the earth.
So it sounds like a woman accused you, or not. Yeah, a woman got pregnant and thought you might be the father.
All I can say is if I have a child out there, summon him.
Okay.
To everybody in the building on the Ringo TV reactions channel, click that like button. We got 450 in the building, only 334 likes. Let's get those likes to 1,000. We need those likes to match the views. We need the likes to be at 1,000 likes so that these videos could get pushed through the algorithm. So if you're in here and you like the content, click the like button.
I don't want to destroy any families. I don't want to destroy any lives.
Why would you say you don't want to destroy any families or lives? He asks you a simple question. Do you got a kid out there? Yes or no? And you're dancing around the question.
So in order for me to elaborate on this matter more, it would absolutely have to happen.
Okay.
So if there is a child out there that is mine, summon him.
Okay. Last question I'm going to ask on this, because I understand what you're saying, in a sense of, there are women that are currently in paternity fraud type situations. Let me give you actually a direct example. This chick that I told you before that cheated on me in the past, she got married, and she had 3 children. 2 of them looked nothing like the father. Nothing. He's a multimillionaire. Looked nothing like the father. And it's clear. And you take a look and you're just like, well, why are you not doing something to get up out of this situation? It's clear. They're divorced now, by the way. She won, though, because now she's getting like 5 figures a month and child support, alimony, all of that shit. After cheating on him in the relationship. It's so crazy. But when the father has been with the girl, the dog,
the question I have is how and why are you all up in her business to know all of this info? If she's supposed to be some woman you were messing with or whatever one time, how is it that you all up in their Kool-Aid to know all of this business? You sound like a weirdo, bro. Seriously.
Kids for so long, there are some men out there that don't even want to know if they're really not theirs. Right? So this can be a really tricky and a complicated situation. But here's the last thing I want to ask you on this, bro, is when's the last time that you've had a conversation with the woman who she's talking about, the alleged child's mother? Has it been recently?
No, it's been about 3 years. I've had no contact whatsoever.
He has a kid out there, y'all. Trust and believe that. This dude has a kid out there that's probably like 3 years, 4 years old, and he out here fronting like he don't know. He know. You could see it on him that he know he got a kid out there, and he just playing these little games. This is sad. This is real sad.
I've reached out to this individual, and I got all receipts. You know, I offered lump sums of money. You know, I done everything I could to see about this situation. Yeah. But I have been deprived the opportunity. For what reason? I don't know why. You know, I'm not indulging in any criminality. I'm doing everything positive.
How could you be deprived of anything? Sounds to me like whatever woman or whoever she is that have a kid just don't want you involved in the child's life. And she just kind of just, you know, moved on. You got some women out there that's like that. They just don't even want you in the child's life. They don't even want no child support. They just kind of move on and leave you alone because you're bad news. And for all you know, he probably was abusive to her too. Let's get back to the tapes.
So I don't know why, you know, if this was the case, why you would keep somebody away if that was their father, you know? Why would you do that?
Why? I just explained why. Because you're a weirdo. And they don't want that kind of energy around the child. There are women out here that would know you're a bad guy and they don't want the child to even be around you. And they just purposely leave you alone. That's why. Let's go. He has a kid out there, y'all.
Okay. All right. So we're going to table this portion of the conversation right now because this is, it's obviously something that, you know, if it can ruin lives, it can ruin lives. And I trust you when you say that. Yeah. So we'll table this component of it right.
Notice he said he trusts them. He trusts them. MTR said he trusts a guy that lied about everything, admitted guilt, admitted to deceiving a woman, but he said he trusts them. Make it make sense, y'all.
Now, but I appreciate you answering those questions on it. So let's get down up in it. So this one right here.
So I never actually got to see any of the money. I remember.
So it says here, wait, is he a plumber? Does he have 100,000 in the bank, or does he have a roommate?
I remember one time he like withdrew some money and he had like $20 in there, and he had to call his dad or something to like transfer money because all of his money was in a trust fund. But one time he was really, really mad at me, and through the text free app, because I had his number blocked, he texted me a picture of his bank account, which this is the receipt. His name right there, Aaron. I don't know what pro extra member means. I have no idea what all of this means. Supposedly this was his balance. on one account and this was his balance on another. Now, do I believe it? Not necessarily. Again, I didn't let him pay for anything because I didn't want him to have the right to any of the things that I own.
Okay, I don't want to keep on playing this one. Because she's going into bank accounts and statements and stuff like this. Is this a real receipt?
That's a Home Depot receipt.
Do you see how that confirmed what I already done talked about, ladies and gentlemen? Put a 1 in the chat if you can recall that I'm the first that talked about this before his interview even went live. I'm the one who confirmed it's a Home Depot receipt, but not just a Home Depot receipt. It's actually from a business credit account that's from the plumbing company. And I made this publicly clear that he was flexing with his ex as if though he got money by using a receipt from the plumbing company. That's what he was doing. He was flexing with a receipt from the plumbing company's credit card with Home Depot. The reason why I know this is because the agency that I used to work for on the 9-to-5 grind that pretty much, let me go during the pandemic because I didn't want to take that thing, I used to use the company's credit card to go get supplies from Home Depot. Every company have one. Every company have credit with Home Depot and other places. If you're dealing with plumbing, heating, HVAC, whatever your line of work is, if it's like industrial type work, skilled trade jobs, carpentry, you'll have access to the business credit. And I used to walk into Home Depot with the card and go do what I need to do, swipe, and I'll get the receipt. And it shows how much money we spent, balance, all of that other stuff. So he was flexing with the company's business card and posing like he got all this money. So he been doing this for a long time, deceiving women. You understand? And we already covered this in previous videos. So watch as he confirms this. Let's go.
How do you equate a Home Depot receipt to a bank account?
Oh, it says right there, Pro Extra member statement.
Are you serious? That is a Home Depot receipt.
Yes, that you gave her. Because how could she get it? You gave her it because you were stunting. Listen, he was there flexing like he got money and he used the Home Depot receipt as if though that's his bank account. She's not lying. She might be a little confused about it because she don't understand the intricate details about the receipt. She think that's his money. You get it? Remember, we're dealing with Home Depot. A lot of women are not skilled trades workers. They're not working on the house. A lot of men most likely, not saying women don't. You got women out there that be in Home Depot. But for the most part, a lot of skilled trades guys are always in Home Depot every day. That's my favorite store. I like to just go to Home Depot just to go. Even if I don't got nothing to buy, I'll just go to Home Depot just to walk around, see what they got. But my point is, she won't understand that when you look at the receipt, that it's a Home Depot receipt. She thought it was his money because that's what he gave her. How could she gain access to this receipt on her own? How could she have access to that? He most likely sent her a photo, flexing on her, trying to make himself seem important. That's what he was doing. But he's playing dumb right now. Oh, that's a Home Depot receipt. I don't know what she's doing. He's playing dumb, y'all.
How do you compare the two? I'm not understanding. Like,
what the hell would be $257,000 on a Home Depot receipt, though?
That's probably something, a plumbing receipt that I had, at the house or something. I only went and bought some material or some parts or something and got savings and rewards on the card that was used.
It's not his card, like I told you. It's the company's card that they give you to go get the supplies for the job. That's all it is.
Other than that, I don't even know why you would show a Home Depot receipt.
Because you gave her the receipt. He's playing dumb, y'all. He know what this is about. And MTR is not giving him no pushback. This is the problem I got with these content creators, man. I would have been like, listen, fam, how could she even have that receipt? Were you playing like you got money? Because it's not like she's gonna know it's a Home Depot receipt. She's thinking it's your money. She really is. And how could she get the receipt unless you gave it to her?
It's foolish.
What the hell? Yeah, it says Home Depot. Learn more info at homedepot.com/credit.
Come on.
What
now,
is
man.
going on here?
That's a Home Depot receipt. Y'all
So this is like a business account probably tied to your contract work.
Yes.
So was she saying that you...
Do you see how he just confirmed what I already done talked about already, guys? Do you see what I just confirmed? Do you see what he confirmed, which I already spoke about 2 days ago? Before he did this interview with MTR, because I believe I did my video earlier in the day and then MTR went live. I already said that that's a business account that he was using with the plumbing company. I said that already. Because when you're in these industries, you know what's going on. It's the people who don't know that are deceived. You see? So he just confirmed that it's a business account with the company. Okay, so if that's the truth, how did she get the receipt? How could she get the receipt and have access to the membership unless he used that to act like he got money towards her when he was broke the whole time? Because she just can't get a receipt. How could you get a receipt from a company? How?
Sent this to her? So why is she then showing this? Is this like how much money that you have in the account? Is it like a misunderstanding?
I don't know. She from what I've seen on the comments, she was trying to make it seem like I was broke. They were telling her in the comments that means that I was that much in debt.
Nah, the way this thing sound is like dude was being told that he's broke, and to prove himself, he gave her that receipt. Like, look, see how much money I got in my account? 200 and something thousand. No, that's not his money. That's a balance. Or let me explain how this thing works. With some of those accounts, it'll show how much money the company spent, or the credit line, or how much they use within a certain period of time. But because he's broke and he was trying to prove himself that he's a baller, he gave her that receipt. Like, see, look at all the money. That's my bank. That's my account. And she probably was like, wow, you do got money. Because there's no way for her to get access to that. She just can't find a receipt around the house. He gave it to her. He sent it as a photo. She didn't take a screenshot. He sent that to her, but he's playing dumb right now as if though he don't know what it is.
That is crazy. That boy flexing with a Home Depot business credit card. The comments are going in. All right, so listen, that is all. I don't know if she's gonna hit me up on Instagram. I keep on checking over there just to see. Let's go through the actual receipts that you have.
That's all I have right now. I'm not gonna waste my time going through receipts. I'll do that in another video. I don't want to be here too long. We've been on now for 2 hours and 13 minutes so far. My job was pretty much to expose the fact that throughout that entire 5+ hour stream that MTR did, he was trying to paint Aaron, aka Turtle Man, as if though he was a victim that black women were trying to destroy. And he's still pushing the narrative that black women took his job away. That's a lie. If Aaron was in fact a plumber, a licensed plumber, as a licensed plumber, you're supposed to be under a strong union, right? A strong union. For all we know, now listen to me carefully, ladies and gentlemen. For all we know, Aaron was on probation, right? Probably was on probation. Probably didn't meet company standards and got fired. You understand? Which means he wasn't locked in. And that's why. Because if you're really a licensed plumber, you're under a strong union. Nobody could fire you. That's a joke. You just can't get fired. If you're a licensed plumber, strong union, good agency, You just can't get fired because of some social media video. There would have to be some serious things that you've done to violate company policy in order to be really fired and let go from your job title. So I don't believe that he got fired from his job because women were offended at his comments. That's not it. He got fired for doing something with that company. Based on my research, he did an interview on another platform that we're going to review sometime in the week, where he got on camera and he said the following. He said something along the lines of he provided free plumbing work for single mothers, single fathers, veterans, people with disabilities. And he said this is what he'd do. Now, if you're a licensed plumber and you're using the company vehicle, company tools, resources to provide these free services for people, you will be fired. That's like working for McDonald's, and when it comes to closing time, I got a bunch of homeless people behind the shop and I'm serving burgers and fries. Even if when you work at McDonald's, you got to throw away all the old food, because I know about all of this stuff. I'm not dumb. They got to throw away all the food. All these fast food joints, when it comes to closing hours, time to lock up, all that old food, they throw it away. In the policy, it tells you clear, you can't give away this food. Just because you're throwing it away, it don't mean nothing. You can't give it away to anybody. But because some people feel, well, I'm gonna give it to the needy. If you wanna give to the needy, when you get your paycheck, buy food and give to the needy. But you cannot use company resources to do that. You do understand that, right? So I believe he got fired because he was using the company's resources to provide free services. The company did an investigation, an internal investigation, that proved he was, in fact, at various locations with the company vehicle, resources, tools, and he probably used the company's business credit account in order to buy certain things that the job didn't account for. Maybe they did an audit or something, because, you know, a lot of our people, they embezzle from their company. They use the company vehicle, and company vehicles most of the time have trackers in them where they could pinpoint on the app that you're in a location you're not supposed to be in. The reason why I know this is because, once again, the agency I used to work for in New York had company vehicles. And I've already done witness and heard stories of certain workers that got caught, busted, for being in locations they had no business being in. And, you know, we had, with that particular agency, you had other people that was hired from the government, because that particular agency was funded by the federal government. And what happened is there was a particular agency, I'm not going to call out their name or anything, but my point is, this agency that was hired by the federal government, their job was to do investigations to keep track on all of us to make sure we're doing our job. So they did investigations on certain workers and found out that a lot of times people were using company vehicles to do side jobs. There was a situation, you could even look it up on YouTube right now, of a worker, and if you want to know, the company I used to work for was New York City Housing Authority, just in case you want to know. That's public knowledge, people know that already. But my point is, if you look on YouTube right now, there is videos of NYCHA workers in a lot of controversy, where you have superintendents that were doing side hustle jobs with contractors making millions of dollars. You have stories of maintenance workers who were selling refrigerators and selling stoves to other people. We're talking about resources that is affiliated with NYCHA, and these guys would go under the table, use the company vehicle, load up refrigerators, and sell them on the streets. This is what they were doing. So when I was at that agency, I knew everything in terms of how the business functioned. Like being that I was in the heating department and I dealt with boilers and did a lot of maintenance work and various other things, I had access to all these different areas where refrigerators were, stoves, cabinets. There was one particular story where you had a supervisor. I think she was an SOC. SOC is supervisor of caretakers. This woman literally bought a house, went to New York City Housing Authority's cabinet room where they have all their cabinets, loaded up brand new cabinets, brand new everything, and brought all of that stuff to her new house. Look it up on YouTube. So I know all about these type of things, fam. So when I talk about these stories, I'm speaking from, experience dealing with the workplace and understanding how people got in trouble for these things. So if he got fired from his plumbing job, trust me, it was because he was doing something he wasn't supposed to do. You know? He probably was doing side jobs. Now, a lot of you out there, you might do side jobs, side hustles, and you probably think it's cool. I'm warning you, if you're using your company's tools, company vehicle, company resources to do any side hustle and you get caught, you will be fired. You will be fired. There's no way around it. You can't do that type of stuff. When I was working at that particular agency, even though I am skilled in heating and hot water, I understand steam distribution, I understand the works of the entire system, I know how it works, right? I couldn't go and do side jobs at other people's houses. Like, I can fix your heating system in your house. I know how to do this stuff. It's easy for me. But I couldn't go and do that stuff because it'll be a conflict of interest. Also, I would have to have liability insurance because if I did a job and for some reason, something goes wrong, your heating system explodes, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's going to be a problem. And then it's going to come back to the agency and I'm going to get fired. You know? What if I went and I had to change something on your heating system and I did it wrong and it blows up because the pressure safety wasn't done right and it blows up and I put your family in danger. You're going to have to report that to the fire department. And you're going to say, Ringo was in your house, right? And he didn't install the thing properly. That's going to get back to my job. I'm going to get arrested too. You do know you could get arrested for that too, right? You can go to jail over that. No insurance. You're not licensed to do it, even though I have all the credentials, but I shouldn't be working on your house, even if I have the skills. So you have to know these things. And a lot of times people just let people do these things. And then when something happened, they want to sue you. I'd rather just not do it. You know, stuff that deals with boilers and heating systems, gas, electrical. You need to make sure that you have a professional who have insurance, the right paperwork that does the job. That way, if anything go wrong, you're covered. You don't hire somebody just because you know them or because they got a skill or whatever the case is. You're doing that at your own risk. You know? You're doing that at your own risk. So let's get back to the tapes.
Right here. Is it true that you put a smart...
I think I was pretty much done with that already. All right, so we're pretty much done with this. Let me close this out over here. We're pretty much done with that video. MTR have proven himself to be a loser, a man who don't know how to give proper pushback when someone is a scammer, a liar, a manipulative demon who took advantage of a woman. Aaron took advantage of his ex-girlfriend. He took advantage of her. He used her for house and home. He didn't pay no bills. He lied to MTR's face, and then he later on admitted that, yes, I put a tracker in her car. So it's no wonder why Esther from the Pop the Balloon show dumped him. He didn't let her go. She dumped him. She dumped him. She looked good. She said, look, I'm done. I don't got time. She dumped him. He want us to believe that he canceled her and dumped her. I doubt that he dumped her because he's insecure. His insecurities will make women leave him. You see? So it's just not cool, man. Yeah, his interview was biased. The interview was biased. That's the thing that I don't like about a lot of these content creators is that they're not fair and balanced. See, when you come over here, you're going to get a balanced approach. Like, I'm going to talk about the men and the women, and everybody's getting held accountable. We don't pander towards men. We don't pander towards women. Right is right, wrong is wrong. We're going to call everything out. In the beginning, yeah, my first initial video about the situation, you know, you could say, oh, you were siding with the brother, you were this. That's because we were speaking from the context of the women were going around saying he was being disrespectful on the show. I felt it was equal on both sides. The women were saying some things that's out of pocket. He said some things that are out of pocket. We can all pick at the things each of these people said and say they were all rude and disrespectful. My thing is, before you can say the man was disrespectful, you got to understand it's one man versus more than 6 or 7 women. And all of the women had something negative to say about him. And they were trying to insult him, belittle him, the works. So because he said some things back, everybody was going after him saying he's rude when the women were rude too. All I'm saying is if you're going to say one is rude, say all is rude. Let's be fair and let's be balanced about the situation. Now, in our research, as we continued on, I exposed the fact that Aaron was acting feminine and he was acting like a woman when he was going toe to toe with the sister regarding money. When he said, hey, I could pull 100K out the bank, whoopity whoop. When he was doing all of that, that was feminine energy because men don't supposed to do that. If you got to try to prove yourself to a woman by leading with your wallet, you're a loser. And I call that out. I made it very clear that he was acting in feminine energy by doing that. We're never supposed to lead with money and try to compete with a woman. We're making ourselves look bad as a man. If a woman like you, she's going to respect you. If a woman feeling you, she's going to approach you. You don't have to do all this extra work to make a woman like you. All you got to do is just stay in your masculine frame, be about your business, and that's it. Yes, the ladies were saying some things, you know, to provoke him, but that's what women do. They do that to test you and try you, to see whether or not how you're going to respond, to see if you're sassy, to see how you move. And when they saw that feminine energy, they originally thought he was a boss, and then they realized that he's a clown. And women can typically pick up on that energy early, right away. You could be muscular, you can have all the cuts, all of that type of stuff, and a woman can size you up and know you're a loser right away. So that's why he was talking about his money, because that's the only valuable thing he felt he had at the moment. He knew his muscles couldn't save him. So he figured if I could talk about money, it'll make me feel like a man. You see? And that right there made him look bad. And then once we learned that, we spoke out against that. Then we did more research and we found out that he was running a scam. His GoFundMe is a scam. I was the first one on YouTube to talk about this. Now everybody else is acting like they investigators now. They watch me. All of these people watch me. Trust and believe that. You know? MTR already knew that I exposed Aaron. He knew. That's why he wanted to do the interview. He wanted to do the interview because he knew it was a hot topic and he wanted to get the buzz, make some money, get the numbers, do what he needed to do. And it backfired on him. It backfired. You see that? That's what happens when you're greedy for money. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? He brought Aaron on because he was trying to defend Aaron to make him look good due to the backlash he was getting from women. But because Aaron admitted to stalking the woman with trackers and admitted to deceiving her and dipping on her and not paying no bills, it made MTR look bad. So when Abba and Preach did their response video and found out that he had a prison record and that he, you know, is out here frauding and whatnot, which I originally already said, everything Abba and Preach said in their video, I've said before them. But of course, nobody's going to give me the credit because I don't got 2 million subscribers. But because they said it, quickly, MTR came out with a live stream yesterday doing damage control, trying to make it appear as if though he was holding Aaron accountable for his actions when that's not the case. He was doing damage control during his live stream to justify why he was doing it. And this is what happened with these red pill content creators that hate women. They have a disdain towards women, a deep hatred for women. So what they try to do is they'll bring men on and defend men that are no good. And it just makes them look bad. You could be about your red pill content, but if you get a dude on that clearly is out of pocket and you don't call that out for what it is, you're going to make your brand look bad. You're going to make yourself look bad. And during MTR's live, the people in the comments were going in on him. They were going in. People were posting comments saying, bro, why are you backpedaling? Bro, you supported him. Bro, you looking bad. They were saying some things in the comments. You know? So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with the platform. If you supported the show, we will shout you out on the next live stream. I don't even know where I put my phone, to be honest with you. Had it around here somewhere. I probably still have it on my scooter or something. I don't know. But nonetheless, we're going to be back in the morning with more content. Do what we got to do. I got to do some yard work. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I'm going to try to get a stream in the morning early. I'm going to try to get that done because it's difficult focusing on hooking up these studios and whatnot. And then at the same time, you got to do content. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. I got to literally find the time to do everything. It's a real difficult task, but it's going to get done. You know, I just can't wait to when the studios are done and I'm able to just relax and just really focus on the content, you know, heavy. I might try some other strategies of making content, probably take like walks throughout the community and just record. I'm not going to go live because I realize that when I do live streams, walking in the street, the quality is horrible. I don't know why, but it'd be glitchy and it's not quality content. So it's like, I'm going to have to just record on my phone in 4K, record the videos and then upload them. That way you get better quality that way rather than going live. Because if I do go live and I'm moving around, it just looks bad. I don't want to do that, you know, even though I could, but the quality is not the same. So again, shout out to everybody on the Ringo TV Raw channel. I'm going to close it out over there. Let me see. Shout out to everybody on the Raw channel. I see. Let me see what we got. We got Brianna. Let me see. I'm not sure the other name. Amanda. I'm not sure if it's Amanda. I'm not sure, but shout out to all of y'all on the Raw channel. I'm gonna close it out now. So hey, peace and blessings to all of you over there. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one, man. Come on over to the reactions channel so we could give our final thoughts. So let me sign out over there. I'm ending the stream on the Ringo TV Raw channel right now. Peace. Okay, so Final thoughts on the situation. I think that MTR did a bad job on the interview. He wasn't fair and balanced. He didn't give no real pushback on the brother. He didn't roast him. He was weak on the show. He was lied to in his face. And see, as a content creator that talks a lot about trying to help people be content creators, it doesn't make any sense that you even help anybody when you couldn't help yourself under the pressure of dealing with a man who clearly is a fraud and a liar and an abuser of women. I understand you about this red pill nonsense, but at the same time, you had a responsibility of checking a dude that lied to your face, a dude that mooched off of a woman, a dude that admitted to dipping, didn't pay no bills. He didn't exemplify anything of masculinity, and you didn't give him no real pushback. But when it comes to women, you'll quickly talk about what women are doing to men. But when you clearly have a man in front of you that is very feminine, a guy who's a weirdo, you didn't give him no smoke. You didn't give him no steam, nothing. You didn't fry him. You didn't do anything. You treated him as if though he was one of your brothers, like y'all cool. Like, well, I don't want to really go in because I don't want to offend my male audience. That's weakness right there, fam. You dropped the ball. You have to hold that L. You understand? You gave a man who's a loser a platform. People were donating to this man because of your show. Think about how many brothers sent that clown a Cash App, but yet he's in videos. He's in videos, fam. Literally raining money. I don't know if y'all peeped that, but let me go back to it, fam. Check this out. Let me show this thing to you real quick. Let me show you this, fam. This is crazy.
I want everybody flash on me right now or you ain't gonna have.
Let's go.
You put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there.
No.
Okay, blatantly. She's just making that up out of thin air.
Yes.
Notice how he just lied to him. He said she made it up, but then he later on admitted it. Check it out.
She's making that up. Okay.
Look at him. That's your donations. That's the scam right there. Wow.
I want everybody flash on me right now or you ain't gonna ask me no questions after I get up out of here. Turn your flash up on me. Hey, pull your phones out. Everybody better post me on that Instagram. Hey, you just did me a favor by tapping in, man, with the one and only. Very motherfucking handsome. I'm out here at Club 1111 in Scottsdale. Man, I had this bitch jumping harder than Rick Ross, man. They kicked the nigga out, man. Dude.
They kicked him out of a club because he was in there fake flexing. They probably kicked him out because they realized he's a clown. That's why they kicked him out.
Not coming to no motherfucking Club 1111. Man, if you've been to Club 1111 in Scottsdale, Arizona.
The same man who said he got 100K, he could take out the bank, started a scam GoFundMe talking about humanitarian efforts, raised $13,000 that he's using to flex in the clubs.
You hella boozy. I had this bitch jumping harder than Rick Ross. Nigga bodyguard trying to get pissed.
This clown got time to dress up in a Ninja Turtle outfit rather than going and get a job.
Look at this, is whipping it. This is whipping it.
Notice even the security picked up some of the money off the floor. That's sad. There go your donations, y'all.
Turn up.
Okay. At 5 p.m. Eastern, I am going live with the Pop the Balloon guy, and I want you there. All right, there's a link to it right down up here. Click that link.
He said he's using the money for humanitarian efforts, but he's throwing the money around in the club. Come on, y'all. I mean, what else do I need to say? Come on. Nobody exposed these people like Ringo TV Reactions, fam. Nobody. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. It is what it is. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I shouldn't even be up at this time, to be honest with you. You know, but hey, it is what it is, man. I got to get work done. You know, I had to put out some content, you know? So, hey, we're going to continue to keep our eyes on the prize and report the news, talk about the things that we got to talk about. The next video we're going to review is the video of Abba and Preach and the damage control video that MTR made, because he's tried to explain himself while streaming, and it was just a bad train wreck, man, to be honest with you, man. It was embarrassing. I don't know why he did it, but he's just clout chasing to the max, and he's really hoping that Abba and Preach reach out to him to have a conversation, because he really, really want to get his numbers up. You know what I mean? It's real interesting. He did a reaction to Abba and Preach's video, but he ain't do a reaction to mine. He ain't do a reaction to the fact that I called out Aaron for his scam. But he quickly went to do a reaction because Abba and Preach repeated the same thing I said. And nobody could say he didn't see my video. I'm a verified YouTube channel, and I've been here since 2006. My videos circulate in the algorithm. He's seen the video. He just didn't feel like, oh, I don't want to mention this guy's name. Tell you, man, these YouTube streets is dirty, fam. A lot of dirty players out here, but they all getting exposed one by one. We got to do the work. We got to do the work right. And trust me, he's watching this video too. And they could never respond. I'm just being honest with you. Nobody don't want no real smoke with Ringo TV. They scared. Trust me, even Aaron know about my channel. He know about me. Dude got all that time to be in the club throwing money, but no time to start a business. Make that make sense. How you a boss and you ain't start no business yet, and you making all this money off all this clout? But you don't want to start no plumbing business? How come MTR to impress him? Like, yo, bro, you tripping. You need to start that business tomorrow. If you don't start that business, fam, something wrong with you. He don't want to do it. That don't make no sense, man. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Always recognize the real channels, y'all. A lot of y'all be following platforms that are not real. I'm just being honest with you, man. Y'all be following people just because they have numbers and views, but they're not real. They're fake. I'm proving that right here. I'm showing you receipts, showing you the evidence, and it's just sad. You know, it's really sad, man. You got people out there literally trying to act like they exposing Aaron now when I done did the work already. I'm the one who first exposed the brick lady. Put a 1 in the chat, just for the viewers that don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a follower of the platform, you're a subscriber of the platform, and you seen my original video where I exposed the brick lady that accused black men of standing by. And I made it very publicly clear before she started her GoFundMe. I said, Brick Lady is going to start a GoFundMe and she's going to scam everybody out of thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm the first to do that because I have discernment. I'm able to look at things and see things that are coming up. And lo and behold, what did she do? She started a GoFundMe and made over $40,000+ off of people who were emotionally moved to give all their money because they felt that black men hit her with a brick. And it was all a lie. I exposed that she was lying. I exposed that nobody did nothing to her. She lied the whole time. And it came out. The truth came out that she was lying the whole time. And they did their investigation about the GoFundMe and everything. And it's real sad. And in this particular case, I already warned you, dude is scamming all of you with a fake humanitarian effort. The man have no receipts of working with children. He never worked with children. The man is a liar. That man is in the club throwing up money. He's not showing you videos of him helping children. And there's no way a man just lost his job and he out partying, driving around a Tesla. And he's telling you that he just lost his job. I mean, come on, man. Y'all getting played out here. These dudes are professional scammers. This is how they make their money. Some of them make money off of using women, make women invest money into them. It's crazy, man. Anyway, y'all, we're going to get up on out of here. I got to get me something to eat, get some rest. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Revolutionary for hooking somebody else up with a membership. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you for that. All right. So, to the 421 in the building, man. Hey, I hope you have a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings to you and your family. If you like the content we provide over here, be sure to give us a like. Subscribe to the channel if you feel this channel is a place where you get some sort of information from. If it get you through the day, if you learn something new, maybe it has some entertaining value to it, subscribe to the channel. Why not, right? It helps us with the algorithm. So, hey, peace and blessings to all the folks out there on the 9-to-5 grind, all the truck drivers, everybody that's out on the road, security, police, everybody that's out there doing what they got to do, that watch the channel. Without you, we won't be able to do this, man. If y'all ain't tuning in, we don't have nothing going on here. So it motivates me to keep on keeping on. So again, I'm working on the 2 studios. So it's a progress. It's a work in progress right now. Hopefully this week we can get more work done. A lot of people think that this is something simple that I could just like move into a house and then boom, I got the studio set up already. It don't work like that, fam. The last studio that I had in New York, that studio took a while to build. You know what I mean? To really build up, it took a while. So hopefully I could get this one done in a short period of time because I'm doing 2 at the same time, downstairs and upstairs. So it's going to be real good. You're going to love the downstairs studio as well as the upstairs studios, but the downstairs studios is off the chain. Like I'm literally looking at it from over here and it's just like that whole spot is nice. I got some new furniture that's coming in for the side. Got to throw the TV up on the wall. Got some art coming in to put on the back walls. Looking real good, man. Very, very good. Looks like a real professional setup. And I'm really proud of that. And, thanks to you folks that support the channel, you that donate to the channel. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be possible. Right? So we're going to get up on out of here. So y'all take care. Ringo TV Reactions salute you. Appreciate everybody that rock with the platform. Keeps me motivated. All right? Yeah. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, Ringo TV Reactions. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat, Ringo TV Reactions. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be safe out there. Peace and blessings to everybody that show their support. Everybody that been rocking with us over the years. I'm inspired. I'm encouraged. And we never gonna quit. So peace and blessings to you and yours. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.